No, I don't think
Nothing
so.
for me.
Okay. So then, picking up from where we last left off, with aims to complete a couple quests given to you by factions of Dracostuch, the party shadowed a Deru messenger named Droki and arrived at a secret network of phasris-infused tunnels sprawling beneath the Dwegar city. Shortly after entering these Whirlstone tunnels, you've lost track of Droki, but in his stead encountered Pupido. Enraptured in madness, the Deru constructed a shrine to himself amid a mass grave of his own victims. And as he began to conduct a ritual to raise the corpses that surrounded him, Isabel put a bullet between his eyes, putting a swift end to Pupido forever. You proceeded onwards, and as you explored, you found phasris-infused mushrooms that, upon imbibement, altered your size, allowing you to squeeze into before unreachable places. Past a fungi thicket guarded by Vegapygmy colony, you encountered a circle of myconids, mushroom people, who offered the ability to traverse across what they called the Lady's Dream, the gift to travel from one mushroom forest to another. Heeding the warning of a myconid calling itself Rumpadump, you've declined this offer and accepted instead Rumpadump's request to join your number. Further into these tunnels, you encountered a raucous mesa that allowed you to listen in to sounds trapped at its very top. Voices from past and present. Damek focused his senses to track down Droki's most recent location, and thus you picked up the trail once more. You have arrived at a set of double doors made of this thick zirkwood and reinforced with crudely forged steel, where you used magical means of subterfuge to lure in a Dwegar on the other side of it, before promptly deciding to break the doors and bash your way in. And so, everyone, as I load us back onto our map here, can I ask everybody to please roll me initiative?
Hi, Captain. Oh, I gotta find myself. There we go.
Yeah.
14.
You hope to see it.
Alrighty then. Sorting initiative from top to bottom, with you guys only seeing yourselves and your allies. Your allies are also going to roll initiative. We have Jimjar over yonder and Shushar right beside you. Do people want to take control of their respective sheets, or do you want me to run them? I don't mind either way. Give me this opportunity.
It's 23. It's the first one. I rolled twice for initiative because of my dagger.
Yep.
It's okay.
I'll take control of
can run
Jimjar.
them. Oh well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead and run them. I'd like to look over them sometime in the future, though.
Alright then, so Jimjar in control of Lorian. And Shushar's mine?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, Shushar's mine. Sounds good. So, as the door bursts open, you hear a Dweger shout in Undercommon, "Alarm! Alarm! We're under attack!" He reels from the explosion of splinters flying off the now shattered door. From beneath his hood, his eyes glow an ethereal amethyst color, and as he turns to flee, you hear the clinking of glass vials hanging at his belt and across his chest. With a hand gloved by a potion-stained gauntlet, he points past a muscled brute behind him, commanding a tactical retreat. Brooke, it is your initiative.
Brooke is going to make her way forward. 5, 15, 20, 25. And she is going to grapple. Get it.
Alright, it's going to be your athletics versus mine.
Oh man, I still have disadvantage on all my fucking.
I rolled myself a 19. I'm going to end whispers.
boy.
I wish that was a default I could toggle, but alas.
I have disadvantage on all of my things, which sucks.
What'd you roll? Total?
15.
Versus my 19. Your grapple attempt fails, unfortunately. Stout dwarves, short but strong. Hardy soldiers all.
As bonus action, she will use a point of key to summon her astral arms, and this guy needs to make a dex save.
Alright. Wrenching himself out of your grasp, he attempts to dodge the area of fists coming at him out of the ether for a 16.
I think that still saves. I don't know if my astral arms DC is just always 15 or if it modifies.
It is modified 8 plus your proficiency plus your modifier, or whatever it says under your key for martial arts abilities on your sheet.
8 plus proficiency bonus plus so 8 plus 5 plus 2.
15?
Yep. Okay, yeah, nope. Still, he does not take damage for that. And that was 15. She will do one more step forward.
Sure thing. As you advanced, Nick is asking, well, how come you have disadvantage on your character sheet?
It was for I failed the wisdom throw when we entered this place.
Phasers effect.
Oh, with the phasers. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. As he dodges the way of your fist, self-tactical retreat, he does what Dwigger do and innately summons his psionics to turn himself invisible, vanishing from sight. As you hear his footsteps step away from you in a rush, trying to pinpoint his location, both Brooke and Eric are able to use their reactions for opportunity attacks each, if they so wish. They'll be at disadvantage versus an invisible target.
If you cannot see the target, you cannot do opportunity attacks.
Thank you. I actually wasn't aware of that. Neat. Nonetheless, you see dust and rocks scuttle out of the way as you see he maneuvers and vanishes in the northeastern direction, further into the tunnels. That's his action. I don't have a bonus action for him. I cannot bonus action anything. Okay. Damek to react then.
Not wanting to let them get away and kind of just finding out what we can try to maybe extract from them. Pointing out his hand and a little bit of a verbal component muttering of a incantation. He's going to cast Fairy Fire, and as he does so, quick! We can't let them get away! They have too much information that we need. And I'll cast Fairy Fire, and it's a 20-foot box. DM, could you be so kind to make... I can maybe...
No, take your ruler, and there's a very handy set of different tools you can use. One of them is cone, one of them is square, under shape. So if you take the rule tool, it should be...
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, you can draw yourself a nice square. It starts from the center.
Okay.
Really, measure origin starts from wherever you define it. It can start from an edge if you wanted to.
Yeah, actually it needs to be from edge.
Cool.
Okay. 5, 10...
I'd rather you do something by yourself and figure it out.
Center.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Kind of want to see. Crap.
I getcha. So as you throw your spell
Yeah, I just
forth,
want to cover the area.
the verbal component is your choice as you send forth your spell. Describe it.
Can't really.
It's your spell. What does it look like?
Yeah, so as I go to cast it, a little bit of glowing in the fingertips, and like it looks like a little bit of dust comes off of it, kind of like a fairy dust, and then it just wildly just like whooshes out of his fingers, kind of rushes to the area, and then just completely blankets it in like a falling dust, amber kind of golden color. That'll
Golden
look
dust.
better.
Sure thing.
Yes.
Sparkles. Let's see if I have
Sparkles.
something for this. With that being said, unless it's the end of your turn, it will be Eric on deck.
Nope. Doorway's kind of jammed. I'll let others pass.
If I stood aside when she was done, I'm like, I don't want to block the doorway.
Does your spell coat the area in dim light?
It doesn't say. Says any creature in the area. I don't think it says anything.
Objects
about
and
dim
affected
light.
creatures
dim
shed
light
dim
within
light
10
and 10
feet.
foot
Yeah,
radius.
10 foot radius.
You
Yeah,
got
10
it.
foot radius.
Affected creatures.
And objects. A rock is an object. A ground is an object. That's gonna help our human with his sight. And that's concentration? Yes. So while
Yes.
you're concentrating on a spell, I'm gonna put a little thinky cap on you. A little thinking bubble, like this.
I can do it. Okay, thank you.
I know I don't have wings, but I figured the arms were close enough to wings.
Can it be a thinking chair?
Would that be all?
Yep, that's it.
Cool. Passing a turn over to Eric then.
Eric is gonna move to here, and then he will. I think he's gonna action dash, get right in front of this guy. And with his bonus action, actually he'll use Giant Smite, make himself large.
Big bad block path.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Smash.
Very smack.
Is that end of turn? Please announce it.
Yeah, that's the end of his turn.
From further down the tunnel, you hear a mighty set of screeches from multiple voices. These like awful screeches, like echoing down the hallway. At the same time as this happened, you can see both the hooded alchemist and the brute before you open their mouths and emit the exact same sound from in front of you. So it's like a sound coming from both ways, like a hive mind screeching out.
I think they know we're here.
As that happened, Isabel takes her turn.
Damn, you scare me with that. It's from behind Eric's, right? This part of the hallway. Or behind.
It's coming from deeper the cavern and from these two. Yep.
Okay, let's check. Okay, to the one in front of Eric. You see Isabel grabs a syringe and she stabs herself in the leg. And after that, you start seeing that lighting, electricity started coursing through her body, hurting her. And you see some tears start to come out of her eyes as blood drips out. And you see vital sacrifice.
Damn.
Yeah. And I'm gonna shoot this guy in the leg. So, 10, 12 to hit.
A 12 does not penetrate his armor. He's wearing a thick breastplate plate forged from iron, this dark metal with these weird segregated lines working their way down it. Some sort of almost like a code or language working its way down both shoulders. And as your projectile hits it, for a moment it like reverberates with like a magical spark. This magical enchanted armor.
Okay. Yeah, and as the rest of my turn, I'm just gonna dash forward, move forward.
That would to give Jimjar his turn. Go ahead, Lorraine. Sneaky rogue.
Mm-hmm. Jim Jar is gonna move to. Oh, I was about to move to where Isabel went, but and she moved her talking. Okay, Jim Jar is gonna move to there and aim his hand crossbow at the dude that Eric is standing right in front of.
Gray out of the black, almost melding with the stone. The rogue shuffles forth out of the darkness and aims and rolls to hit versus the armor class of this alchemist here. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Does Jim Jar get sneak attack?
You're right beside him, yeah? For a total of 13.
16.
You're correct. Sneak attack also gets doubled.
Nice shot, Jim Jar.
Very disturbingly,
And then-
as you hit where the heart would be, a lethal strike that would surely down this Dwegar. He just turns his head to look at Jim Jar menacingly, and just sort of does a weird like muscle twitch, like that. Yeah.
Jim Jar is gonna bonus action hide as he moves back.
Checking. You don't have vision on Jim Jar. Jim Jar is in this good luck hiding in place side, but okay. You can roll stealth if you want. With that being said, we have darts on deck as you hear more shouts, more of those screeches coming from further down the tunnel. I'm gonna take an action dash. You guys did a good thing with the whole plan of, you know, the door.
No.
So you get a few rounds of them just charging at you from the other side of the cave. Whatever backups comes. Yeah.
Kick the door in. Always works.
Whatever there's left of it. Okay.
Alright, I move up. I'll take this boy here. Gun! Crossbow!
Though he has turned to flee, following in the wake of the hooded one, as you approach him with a melee?
Shot.
No. Nice. That'll be a natural 20 that surely hits. Fortunately, 14 does not.
Yeah. 6 pierce.
Rolling ones or natural 20s sucks. But, there's the dice. I don't know if you have any bonus actions, man. I don't know if he turns over.
No, I used both actions in my movement, so we're good.
Cool.
Sorry, my right monitor just randomly went black, so I got confused.
I'm just checking something real quick. Give me a moment. I had a different counter set up, so my tokens... don't worry about it. There we go. Get him out of there. Alrighty then. On initiative 4, right after darts, we have... what is Shushar's dexterity? I'm gonna make this fair. Who goes first, Shushar or this guy? Shushar has dexterity of 0. This guy has probably more dexterity. Yeah. The muscle one turns, and I'm just selecting a target to see what I want to do here. He's gonna go ahead and trigger his enlargement. Similar magic to that of Eric's. Innate magic of Dwegar. He grows in size, scraping the ceiling, blocking the way with both arms. And he turns to defend his partner here. Charging forth with his war pick. He's going to go ahead and... Come on, carrot sheet. Oh, I'm gonna get one attack. Okay, cool. I'll strike. Big sparky girl, Isabel, in Wreath and Lightning. I'm gonna go ahead and strike you with a enlarged war pick for 7. Striking stone and digging deep as you duck out of the way. Just reading their check sheet. As he retrieves his pickaxe out of a stone, you see some of the rocks around begin to sort of like hover as if losing gravity, and he himself levitates maybe like an inch, a foot off the floor. That's gonna be the end of his turn.
What are these guys?
Shusher to the support non-competent is gonna go ahead and look through his spells real quick and call upon his clerical gods, his mantra to cast. Who has low AC here? Y'all pretty good. He will cast Shield of Faith upon Jimjar, protecting his friend. Holding on to that as concentration, Jimjar receives a bonus of +2 to his armor class, making 14.
Nice.
Because you guys are yet to armor him, but yes. So Jimjar is protected with some nice 3/4 cover, and he's concentrating. And with that, he just steps forth to get a glance at the battlefield, seeing if anybody needs aid. As he calls out, we have the beginning of the next 6 seconds as Brooke takes her turn.
Cool. Brooke is going to, from her nice safe distance, gonna go for a 1-2. Because I don't think she can get around him at this point without taking... Can she squish around him at all?
You cannot walk through his space, but if you have any room around him, then you can, yeah.
I can get through here. Yeah. Gonna leave here. Nothing? Cool.
Give me 2 seconds to roll for it. I have a Warpierce strike for 17 strike against your armor class as you pass him by.
She just rolls out of the way and keep running.
Cool. Dark Souls roll, go.
Cool. And then once she gets here, she's gonna attack her on everything. Let me double check. Fairy Fire, where you at? I scrolled way too far. Here it is. Fairy Fire.
You do have advantage on the attack if that's what you're looking for.
Well, I would have regular on the attack. I was just wondering if it would also apply to skills, but it does not. Just attack. She's gonna try once more. Is there a way that I can try to grapple this guy using my acrobatics instead of my strength?
No.
No.
Think about it. How would
I
that...
can't be just,
If you could justify
I can't
somehow.
be like amazing and just go like chop, 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 and try to get him to fall down. Not grapple. Can I get it? Can I try to like trip him to make him prone with my acrobatics?
How's that acrobatics?
Because of awesome karate chop, go for the vulnerable points. You don't need to be super strong to hit like behind the knee or like at like the jugular or something that would make someone fall prone.
Sure.
Yay. $19. Keep rope.
Yeah, sure is.
So keep prone. That was her action. And with my bonus action, I can't wrap him up. Fortunately. She just look over her to Eric, be like, Eric, he's down.
Nice
Yeah.
job.
And she'd continue to move around over here. Help, block way. Get the last piece, Eric. You can do it.
Cool. So Lorthier going right after you gets up with half his movement. and we'll maneuver around Eric. Limping. And then, Eric, you can go ahead and attempt if you have a reaction and attack of opportunity. If you want. Striking for how much?
For 18 damage.
18 damage. You hear.
And as I.
Mhm.
This is. I'm just double checking that the fire rune, it is not a bonus action. It just says when you hit a creature. So as I hit him with that opportunity attack, the fire from his ring, the phoenix with chains dangling from its wings, is gonna try to wrap around him on a failed strength save. Dealing 5 fire damage. He fails. So he is restrained. He takes 5 fire damage.
Alrighty, can you make me a DC 10 dexterity saving throw as your phoenix wraps around and the chains wrap around, igniting the corpse essentially, and everything he wears. You hear several bottles shatter out. Can you make me that dexterity saving throw, please?
Well,
You take a total of 4 fire damage as something shatters upon his body outwards, and a charred corpse, still glowing with fairy fire, falls onto the floor, charred.
whoops.
Uh-oh.
Let me check something real quick. One.
A little too much power behind that one, Eric.
I mean, they're all spells.
My bad.
Eric, as you watch a corpse fall over, you see the skull bubble up, not from the flames, but from something trying to escape from within, and then the top of his head just kind of cracks open, explodes out in gore, and something leaps out, squealing that same screech.
Oh,
What?
Oh, gross.
get it off my screen.
I didn't agree to play this game.
Dude, step on it. Ew, step on it. Please, Eric.
Dummick.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is this
If you
thing
have something
also-
to do.
No, I'm just asking. Is this thing also afflicted by fairy fire?
No, it was inside the skull and under full cover.
Okay.
Comfy in his guy's skull. It is not affected by fairy fire.
Well, you mean the fairy fire didn't go into his nose and through his system?
I was just asking.
Flood his lungs with congealed water?
He just pees it out later. Okay. Briefly seeing someone slump over in the back, it's like, okay, we're down to one person. We need to get info. I'm going to move 5 feet here.
The guy never had a chance.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know what? 30. I'm going to move 30. I'm going to enter his space. And then I'm going to yell, "Who is your master? Confess!" And then as soon as I do that, I use the confess as the command word for the spell command. He needs to make a DC 14 wisdom save.
Thanks. I was about to ask.
Yes.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Is this a charm effect?
Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. The spell has no effect. It does not say a charm. It's just a direct
What school of magic
command.
is it?
This is
Enchantment.
enchantment 1.
Technically not charm. That's fine. I'll just order once. You said wisdom?
Yes. 14.
You got it.
Yes. Who does he confess? What
Oh
is?
no, I mean you got it. I'm rolling for it. I rolled 20. I'm sorry.
No,
I
I'm
gotta
sorry.
cut it.
I'm sorry.
I rolled a 14 plus 6 to the wisdom saving throw. Dwagar, you learn from combat or from your prior experience, intelligence and wisdom saving throws are like their strong suit. They are slaves that have survived the enslavement by Ilfids and have grown resistant and gifted by psionics to then resist various charm effects, illusions, and the like. I didn't even roll with advantage, just roll a 14 plus 6. Just it's very hard to
Yeah,
trick
I
them.
really want to press it because I think he's going to be becoming a problem, and with all the screeching comes, so I want to use one of my lucky feats and have him Or no, you know what? He can't. That's just purely a me thing. Never mind.
What do you mean?
Is this? We gain the ability to do lucky, and I think that's only for just your character. I don't know if that works.
Let's
for
check it out
them.
right now because I'm curious. Because I want to know
Yeah,
how to...
it's only your character or when
Yeah,
you get
that's-
back.
I just
Yeah,
misspelled
that's what I
lucky
thought.
twice. Okay, in that case, if it's the end of your turn, it'll be Eric on deck as a... Wait, is it? Really? Eric's turn again?
I'm going to use my bonus action as Blade Ward, and that's it.
Skin growing thick?
Yeah, you see, like, like, his muscles kind of get a little bit bulkier, like, the stones start to, like, kind of move around, have a little bit more of a sheen to them.
I think we might have skipped Demic's turn into Eric's.
No, Eric got an opportunity attack.
Yeah, you got an
I
opportunity
killed
attack.
the good opportunity.
Oh! Then you shouldn't have not killed him, but... You know what? I'm gonna let go. Carrying on. Eric. Just because, like, opportunity attacks only trigger normal attacks, and I don't know if you can smite an opportunity attack, I don't know if you can, like, sneak attack on opportunity attack, I don't know if you can use other abilities other than just go for a hit. But you know what? We're moving on with combat, so it's Eric's turn. It's just my bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eric is gonna crush this bug thing that appeared out of his head.
Capture it, man. Don't crush it.
You really want to keep this thing alive? Okay, I'll try to grapple it.
Class feats do
No,
apply to
you,
opportunity attacks.
you can knock it down. You know, like you can hit it.
lethal.
I'll attack it non-lethally, sure.
Alright, trying to attack non-lethally, you squish it for 17 damage
Yeah.
as it squelches, and thankfully, thanks to the little give that this walking brain has, it's like a roach. You lift up expecting it to be unconscious, lift up your blade, and it's still somehow squirming.
It's like a brainy roach, yeah. Can we actually say it's attached to my sword? And like, if I walk, it'll come with me?
No.
Blade. I want to carry it on the blade of my sword. Okay.
Punked it.
That's my turn.
You have a sticky shield, like a Kotoa. In that case, we have Isabel. I'm just
Okay.
making sure that my other people are on this. Man, you guys not fighting them in their lair is just such a cuck in my face. Ah,
Well, I'll get some distance out of this guy and shoot him in the leg. 17. Does that hit?
17 does penetrate through his leg armor.
Let's see who we have in hand. I'll pick up some. As I hit, you see two bolts of lightning jump into him. As the overcharge Isabel stop being overcharged. 2d6 damage. Necrotic.
Can you explain to me what your abilities are? Because you're just throwing
Oh yeah,
numbers at me.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. When you hit an attack or spell, you deal an additional 2d6 necrotic. This is it.
This is what? I'm just curious what's happening.
This is the one.
Sweet.
The fit.
Final sacrifice. Okay, cool. I'm so new to those like Matt Mercer-esque feats that I'm still getting used to them. Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. He's still standing, but you can see blood has been drawn, and Though the body, this husk that this creature seems to be, does stand firm, it's slowly losing control of some of its limbs as it begins to like sort of violently twitch. You have bloodied him. Anything else on your turn before we give it
No,
to Jim
that's
Jar?
all for my turn.
Jim Jar with a shimmering scale-like shield around him, like these scales growing across his flesh to protect him. Maneuvers in the darkness.
Jimdra's gonna move here, non-lethally attack this dude with the short sword. That is my character sheet, not his.
Blade slashes through the air with a whistling sound for an 18 that strikes for how much damage? 8 piercing plus your sneak attack. Of 7. How do you want Jim Jar to do this?
He's gonna slash at, basically, take off the kneecaps. And,
Jesus
this is
Christ.
going to-
Just take them off. So his knees just crumble inwards. And he just folds backwards, and as his skull bashes against the stone behind him, it cracks open, and something just kind of rolls in a ball of muck and goop past Isabel, sort of colliding with you, as a giant brain sort of manifests right over yonder and bounces off of here.
Oh my god, this is my size.
Wait, did he die anyway when this, because this thing just jumped out of it?
You killed him.
He did not lethal.
Oh,
Jimdra was trying to attack non-lethally. Yeah.
If we can catch the little brain bug,
here's
then
the
we
thing.
might be able.
Here's the thing. So he folds backwards. Instead of bursting out of his skull like you saw the other one, it apparates, teleporting out of it. And you know what a dying creature looks like. This guy is about 6 seconds away from dying then. Unless you do something very specific to restore his original brain. That this creature has replaced.
Oh. Oh.
These are some sort
I
of
look at
brain
the Derek.
parasite that replaced the creature's brain, hopping out of them, giving this creature maybe like last few breaths before they become dead in a turn. I will recognize your non-lethal attempt.
Okay. Well, with that, Jimdra's gonna move back 15 feet, and that is his turn.
And puke a little bit behind the corner. Alright, who do we have here? We have Moormath, and then we have Darts. Darts, go ahead and take your turn as I have my my boys just dash over from their lair from across the map.
So, is this one that came out of the head still alive? Yeah?
What, the big brain thing?
Yeah, big brain.
Oh
thing.
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm just making sure, because I'm like, oh god.
Alive. It's kind of like watching a newborn deer reorient itself and like place up on its feet, on its 4 feet, and then slowly begin to hover above the air. Yeah. You know, a few seconds to take advantage of it. Yeah.
20 and 24.
Okay. Both hit. Not a very hard target to miss. For a total of 15 damage, right?
Yes.
As it squirms, its tentacles writhing in pain with each strike, you can see there's a fold between the two brains that has a little yellow orb that might be like an oculus organ or something, some sort of a seeing eye, and it blinks at you as it squints in pain. It's still standing, but you bloodied it, just like the other one, I believe. Yep. These things are not very, not very hearthy. They're exposed brains. Eric, roll me a perception check, if you don't mind, as we have this guy just dies. Beginning of his turn. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you're just gonna like you can see the glow from his eyes, that purplish glow, ebb away, and where his eye socket should be, there's nothing but voids, and he just sort of like death rattles, and the body just goes limp. Trisha goes, gross! Steps forward. And we'll go ahead and cast... I can't hold person on this creature, it's an aberration. Oh, what can you do? Sanctuary is now concentration. That is kind of pog. I will
He'll
cast.
be on himself.
I'm just looking at his like calm emotions, hold person, shield of faith already holding on to sanctuary, detect magic, thaumaturgy guidance, and then he can just hit things with his with his stick. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't harm other creatures despite how gross they are. So I literally don't know what to do with Jim Jar. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and give Brooke a turn, and I'll think of something.
Brooke moved forward towards this one, and since it's like leash, she is
Fucking
going
sanctuary
to.
missile. Yep.
She is going to use her amazing acrobatic skills to wrap it up in some spider silk rope. Wrapped up. Do I need to roll anything for that?
I'm thinking, because usually you can tie up an unconscious creature. Roll me a d20, add your dexterity to it. It's gonna be like a net attack.
Gonna hog tie it.
Yeah, because it's alive and still capable of dodging away if you
My
roll.
dex is 4. That
Right.
shit.
So rolling against this armor class, which also includes its dexterity, I'm gonna say that you attempt to wrap it up because it's alive and squirming and still moving. It's just dodges out of the way of the webs. Right.
That's so bad. Bonus action, she's gonna. Is it already kind of like non-lethal down?
It has HP left.
Okay, she's gonna go ahead and non-lethal smack it with one of her spectral arms. Bonus action.
It's you smack it unconscious.
Yeah. Just see one of her spectral arms just like go and like bonk it on the head and just like, oh, it stayed out.
Is that the one that just had initiative?
Yep.
That's understandable. Kamek.
It looks like they got that one under wraps. That's the one I'm worried about. We need to start running, so I'm gonna Sacred Flame the one closest to me here.
Second flame was dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Hold on. Sacred Flame. DC 14.
Dexterity. That I can do. I have a 8. Taking how much radiant damage?
5.
5.
Probably not enough. I have no bonus actions. That's kind of poopy. Other than that, I'll keep my position, but now I'm starting to get worried that maybe our enemies are approaching.
Give my monsters legendary actions. Like,
no.
For real.
Other than that, that's gonna be that'll be my turn.
That'll be Eric to act. As it goes to turn upon Isabel, tentacles writhing and that gap between its brain opening up and the eye flaring up in this awful yellow shifting into, like red shifting into purple glow, Eric is to act.
Crap, man.
Eric is gonna run over to this giant bug that came out of the giant wiggle and swing at it.
Talk about brain
These
speak,
things are
brain meat
disgusting.
Oh my god.
Lame ass brain people.
Cool. So you
I think it's dead.
So how much damage is that total? That's 23. That's 22 damage more than you need to do. You can describe the kill.
As I see that this thing is basically like gearing up to do some disgusting stuff towards Isabel, Eric just runs towards this giant creature from the side with the Dawnbreaker and cuts it like in half. Vertically.
Gross.
Like sword over his head, swings down on top, swings down onto it, and Why would you put that?
Yeah, you're gonna be visceral. I'm gonna be visceral back. The creature's
Eric
destroyed.
looks around, says, well, one of them is unconscious, though I don't know if we'll be able to talk to it.
From further down the tunnel, you hear screeching and the sound of thum, 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 like heavy boots on ground.
Oh no. Yeah.
Come back to
Sorta.
picking up, man.
Starts making his way back to approach whatever is coming towards him. That's his turn.
Hurry! We need to leave.
I'm scared, guys.
Are you guys fleeing? You have a chance.
No, not yet.
You decide what you want to do,
Not
though.
yet.
Burke's of the persuasion to like pick this guy up and get out of here. She has with some of her abilities, she's strong enough that she can pick this thing up and run.
Okay, well, Isabel, what do you want to do?
I move forward and I prepare an action to see whatever comes in. I open fire to it.
Okay, so Jimjo, what do you do?
And I'm gonna overcharge once more.
That is not a bad idea. Ginger is gonna move to here, and I guess he'll dash and get to here. Oh wait, he can cunning action dash, so he'll get to there, and with his action, he'll hold an action to shoot the hand crossbow.
Okay, the steps grow quiet as Darts, you take your turn.
This one's unconscious. This one's dead. I'm just gonna move forward and watch as we're like deciding what to do. If we're just gonna take that one back or go forward.
Cool, Shusher's gonna forego his turn. Brooke, what do you want to do?
Burke is going to, now that it's unconscious, wrap it up, and she's going to drag it back with her. Wait.
Yes.
10, 15, 20 with her regular movement. You can go here. And then not wanting to risk him getting like retaken from whatever's coming with her, she's going to use Step of the Wind to bonus action dash while dragging her man over here. Another
Used to be a man.
over here, back towards the door.
Neat. Dominic, what do you want to do?
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'm gonna follow Brooke because I think we should flee, not face what we have coming down this hall. Because we have a finite amount of resources. We also need to catch up to Droki. Try to get two birds with one stone.
Are you low on spell slots?
I'm not low, but the more we stay down here, the faster they're gonna deplete.
I feel like what'll happen if we flee is that the survivors are gonna take like all their shit and stuff and just move to another location, and we have to go through the effort of finding them again. And I feel like if we're not like in danger, if all of us are still doing fine, like this is the time to confront them.
Well, the pressure does not go anywhere and it's still on. You guys are out of initiative for now.
Okay.
Since you're not fighting, so. You're not taking turn, like, kicking down the brain.
We still need to find Droki and see what he's up to, and then try to question this worm, whatever. But if you think we can make a front and destroy them, well then I'll stand by you.
Nick, do you want your character to make a check to determine what this thing is that you're holding, or do you want to just operate in the blind? The choice is yours.
No, I'll check and see.
Cool. For aberrations, Identify aberrations. It's gonna be an Arcana check, hands down.
Arcana? Okay.
Yes. Unless you can somehow justify it otherwise. A 19. That's a challenge rating of this creature. Known in their deep tongue of creatures from beyond the spheres, beyond our realm, as a Rochnon, more commonly called a intellect devourer, what you're holding is an illithid-born parasite that feeds on the psychic and mental energy and essence of living creatures, often catching them off guard even when they're asleep, and swapping itself via its psionic magic means with the creature's brain, taking over it like a host and a parasite relationship would. The husks upon the floor, the remnants, as you see one of the Dwegar shrink down to size. One of the intellect devourers you just sliced in half, its parts also shrink down. They seem to be sharing some sort of an innate connection. One has absorbed the properties of another. And you have a live specimen. To you, Nick, I don't have to explain what a mind devourer is. You play Baldur's Gate.
Yes. But I do also want to say, Eric, that if they are to pick up and move their operations, that's when they'll be their weakest. We can tell Commander Blackskull that they'll be moving and to expect movement down in these tunnels. They'll be able to fan out and look for them. They'll be non-cohesive right now. But I figured we could chase after Droki and still get half of these missions done. So what say you all? Do we make a stand or do we run?
Run. As like Brooke is still trying to already drag the like unconscious brain out the door.
Why do you want to run? Explain that to me.
So we can catch up to Droki.
Just to catch Droki.
We want to catch Droki because that's one of our quests.
Yeah, but also the Keepers of the Flame tell us to investigate here.
We have one of the little brains.
The thing is, like,
It's basically a mobile investigation. Bring the brain, it knows.
Well, they wanted us to retrieve whatever the Grey Ghosts were using to cause disturbances underground and the dragon egg.
We still have a lot to explore. We just don't know what's down this way. Could be more, but I figured if we go the other.
We have the beautiful map I made. We can come back.
Before when we were listening to their conversations, we heard machinery in the room that the Grey Ghosts were in, and I have a feeling that machinery is whatever was causing those disturbances that the Flame Keepers wanted us to deal with.
I'm with Eric. I think we should clean this area. At least explore it a little bit more. What about you, Dart?
I am curious, depending on how long these brain parasites have been living inside these Grey Ghost Dwegar, if they would even be able to tell us any information with Speak with Dead. Perhaps I don't even know.
And just so Greg has an opportunity to speak as well because he's been asked a question.
Yeah, well, I suppose if we have to back out, it is wise to take a step back before we progress, because they know we're coming, and we don't know how many there are. So I vote on a tactical retreat, as they say.
Okay.
Well, I'll say this. If you want to make a fight and keep pushing on, then I'll be with you. Excuse me. Since you are a noble, and you are eventually going to be making your own path, and you'll be making tough decisions, then I'll let you have this one. And then, as he does that, he kind of has like this little bit of a personality shift. where the flames in his veins and all of this starts to really like start breathing a little bit, and a little bit of the fire wisps start to like kind of poke out, and just ever so fringing a little bit of his cloth and everything. And he starts to get a little bit more of like a fiery temper. Now he's looking for a battle. So he'll stand by you in your decision.
Okay.
Brooke hears the conversation and where it's going, and she kind of just looks back at the broken down door, kind of a little bit longingly, and then she looks back. She's like, "I guess if we're gonna stay," she kind of like she puts the brain down, takes a look at it. It's like she makes sure it's like extra well wrapped in the spider silk ropes, and then she moves forward. She's like, "I guess we might as well get this over with."
So you just put it down on the ground?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll
Shusar,
be
can
dragging
you take
it.
that?
Oh, yeah.
Shooter, you want to look after it?
All right.
Thank you, Shushar. You're the best.
We should keep moving then. From the steps you said like, they were really loud, Tom. Could we like estimate like a distance from the
No,
last time we
they
heard?
echo down the tunnel. You have no idea where they came from at this point.
Okay.
You had no evidence. You see a large portcullis, and through the portcullis you can see further chambers beyond, some sort of a workstation or laboratory. And in the chamber ahead, you can smell, like, the smell of rot is very strong, coming from like this large depression at the center of the chamber further down that you can sort of see is lit by phasers, where dozens of fungi of many species grow. There's a barrel-shaped copper tank that sits at the edge of the pit. Attached to the tank is this tall copper pipe that arcs over the pit, and a hose sort of runs along the ground toward the tunnel. Out loud, you guys have to describe to me what you guys are doing, because I'm not even reacting to what you... We're not in battle, so I'm not even reacting to the map right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any switch to the protocols?
No.
No.
Well, if you're looking to get through,
Does it
Eric
a
might have the
keyhole?
strength right now. Use some of that giant power.
Which lasts how long?
1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Does the power color, does it have a keyhole somewhere?
A portcullis? No, it does not have a keyhole.
I give Eric
Imagine,
a
like,
crowbar.
just because I imagine that Lorien himself does not know what a portcullis is, imagine like an iron grid, right, made of thick bars that sort of comes down and spikes into the ground and locks by some sort of a locking mechanism at the very bottom of it. It's some sort of an underground mechanism.
Oh, okay.
And if it's not locked, then it's liftable. They're typically operated via chains, probably hidden within like inner wall mechanisms, or if they're not chains, then they're straight up just lifted up somehow via brute force or another means. The hardest puzzle in D&D, a door.
Gates. Yeah. Like I'll start trying to lift it up and look at Eric. Can you give me a hand?
Athletics, man.
Yeah. You do it, man. Please.
Would I be able to go through the guy's body,
Uh.
the first one that died, and see if he has any kind of like talisman or like a magical, like garage door opener or something?
The alchemist-looking dude who blew up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find a scorched medallion worn upon his chest. It's by the engravings upon it, you can tell there's various like alchemical symbols on it, like the one for you recognize elemental alchemy, at least being a genasi yourself. You know, the triangles of earth, water, fire, and air arranged in a little compass with other symbols for alchemical metals and such, sort of a transmutation stone, if you will. Various it's a circular medallion, so the various parts of it sort of revolve around like a disc. Many concentric circles that can be swiveled about.
Okay, and then looking at the door, is there like a certain pattern that, like from the outer like brick down?
Just an
working its way
iron grid.
inward?
There's no. You're
Okay.
looking for like anywhere for this piece to fit. There's no concave indent or anything for it to fit. No.
Okay.
Are you guys lifting the portcullis, or did you give up on that? On that idea?
Yeah, I'm trying to lift it.
He rolled 27.
That's Jim Jar. Are you rolling with
It
your
was
own
my
modifier?
sheet. I forgot to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So Eric, with his sheer near inhuman strength of 27, lifts the portcullis high, like above his shoulders. It's up to you to flavor this. You manage to lift the portcullis. It creaks upwards.
He's lifting it, and as it's like slowly getting higher up and up, he like squats at a certain point, and then he starts like lifting it like he would like he would squat like how you would squat a barbell, and he just holds it over like his shoulders.
How you would bench.
Like, get it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't go to the gym. Anyways,
No,
I was like,
competition,
that's on your.
and then they hold it up.
sounds good. For the sake of this, while Eric is by the portcullis, he's able to open it. It is just something he can do, apparently.
He's that strong, man.
Yeah, the various
Yeah.
giant runes just like glow as he has like a little Goku aura about him.
I get on the other side. Do I see like the mechanism of it on this side?
Yes, on the other side, right over yonder, by like the corner, is a little lever that you, being an artificer, would know, or an artifice, whatever, would know. You knowing portcullises would know this is a locking mechanism lever. I don't know.
I have seen gates before.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
The door is made of door. Like that shit.
I'll let the guy rest, like the strong boy, and pull on it.
It
As I feel it lifting up mechanically, Eric lets out a.
Yeah, it doesn't lift up mechanically. It just you let it go and just locks itself in place, like inserting a wedge into gears.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so it will be
Thank
like about like eye level with you guys now. Enough for you guys to proceed forward. Is my point. All right.
Nice
so-
gains.
Isabel.
Nice
Yeah.
gains, brother.
brother. Sorry, it's fumes of lab. This area is surprisingly clean and orderly, split into 2 levels. If you guys dare go a little bit further in, you'll even see those 2 levels. There's no traps. Trust me, I would make you rules. I'll be making you do rules by now. So this clean and orderly area is split into 2 levels, connected by like a ramp made of probably Zerkwood planks. The upper level upon which you stand contains a fully furnished laboratory, while the lower level has like 2 bunk beds, and the wall of the lower level is set with a closed door.
Checking the laboratory, can we reckon what they prepare here? Like drugs, weapons?
Oh, drugs. It's a meth lab. So you see a work table, there's a desk, a case of shelves lined with files, and a domed, sort of dome-shaped oven. Looking about, the furnishings are made from Zerkwood, except the oven, of course, which is made of stone. You see there, I mentioned 2 bunk beds, that's sort of where Brooke is investigating. You can also see 2 small chests made of Zerkwood by the beds. If you want to just sort of take an inventory of what is around here, ransacking the lab, it will take you quite a while though. Like, we're talking like an hour. just sort of assembling it all together. But from a quick glance, you can see herbalist kits, you can see poisoner kits, healers kits. Medicine and poisons is the surface level of what you can tell right off the bat without like any investigation.
Okay.
To ransack through all of this will take like a while, though.
Yeah, like the MX said, like we don't have that much time. Yes. Are there any parchments, like letters, anything like that?
Roll me an investigation check, and while you're rolling, I'll let other people speak as well.
Okay, go for it. Investigation. 10.
Kirk's gonna go check out this area. And check out the chest. She's also going to be looking for things like parchment or any specific like handheld items that like stand out.
So chests.
Yeah, chest.
Opening one of them, you see it contains 2 acid vials, 4 flasks containing some sort of a glowing orange liquid. What you recognize as 2 potions of healing, you recognize a potion of greater healing, a potion of fire breath, and a potion that is labeled as psychic resistance. So that is what the chests contain. I'll post in chat. That's what Brooke finds. Isabel with a 10.
Both chests or one chest?
Both chests. So, Isabel, what you find, as I mentioned before, there are herbalist kits, poisoner kits, healers kits. More than enough for you to grab if you wish. You're looking for parchments. You, by the desk, you find a piece of parchment, a few of them scattered about, on top of which sits a lump, L-U-M-P, lump of black metal. Large chunk piece that seems to have been shattered from a greater piece, made from what looks to be like solid obsidian, but it's like metallic and cold in texture. Along one of the smooth sides are more of those lines, straight lines that have breaks in between them here and there, like a code or language of some sort. Beneath these, you find alchemical recipes scrawled in Dwarvish. Do you read Dwarvish?
Yes.
Reading Dwarvish on torn strips of parchment. You study them. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check just to decipher the more complex of them.
13.
They're foreign to you. You don't understand what they were trying to come up with. Some sort of chemical formula to conjure flasks of... Well, what you know is crafting vials of acid and flasks of alchemical fire, but you just can't tell the more complex experiments, what they were trying to conjure here. But on the subject of vials of acid and alchemical fire, which is, acid is acid, alchemical fire is what exploded on the body of the Dwegar before, there are enough ingredients in the laboratory to craft what you would assume like is maybe 4 of each, if you took the time. It will take you like about an hour to brew each potion, one flask. But it's a possibility, so I'm just putting it on the table. With a 10 investigation check, that's all we find, unfortunately. You'll have to take more time to investigate around. I'm gonna give it the chance for somebody other than Isabel and Brooke to sort of speak up to say what they're doing in the meantime, as those 10 minutes come to pass.
I want to be able to look for any exchange of like written letters or anything that were addressed to Lorthio, and trying to find like a similar name that would always be popping up or anything.
Cool. So just not to stockpile on the same sort of check, I'm gonna let you guys roll for one thing, at most twice, as an help action. So you can go ahead and roll an investigation check to look for papers, letters, anything along those lines that is not just maddened scribbles, scratched out letters, burnt parchment, or alchemical recipes of stuff that you already know how to make. With a 10. I'm gonna say this. Partial success. Because you helped, but it's not the DC you need, you find a hidden compartment, a secret compartment in one of the desks. And as you go to open it, just rummaging through, not checking for traps, you trigger an ink explosion, a little spray of ink that blots out the page. You try and blow out and dry out the ink and just salvage what you find. And you find one such letter, written in Dwarvish, which I imagine you can read, if not, Isabel can translate, on a patch of what looks to be like dried lizard hide. It reads, I don't need your poison anymore. I'll deal with Dre, blotted out, myself. Bring me an elf blade, one with the swirlies carved onto steel, and I'll forget you failed me. And I don't want to see any of your blank near my post. The captain is poking around and I could use a scapegoat. It's signed Gore blank. So I'll post it in chat with 3 blots.
Cool.
That yeah.
I also don't know if this would constitute as the same thing I just did, but trying to find any more info out about the amulet that I picked up off Lord Theo.
Sorry, I was too busy posting that in chat. What are you doing with the amulet?
Would that fall into the same category of investigating and trying to find more info, like the same role I just did, to find what exactly that might do, or would that be a completely different check?
It's a completely different check than investigating for, because you didn't find any cipher on letters. It's written plain Dwarvish, just blotted out with a little bit of ink and stuff. So there's no, if this was a key to some sort of code or anything, it doesn't apply to any of these checks, right? So I'm just trying, Tom, the DM, trying to like relate this to investigating the desks. You don't find any scratching upon any of the Zerk wood that matches with symbols or anything. For now, it's only what Unique can decipher from this medallion with alchemical symbols and a revolving discus-like mechanism. If you ever come across anything that's relatable to it, I will let you know. It just
Okay.
so far you haven't.
All right, I'm a little fascinated with it, so I'll move like the pieces around, like on the dial and everything, and just see what I feel like I could come up with is the elemental planes that I know.
Mm-hmm. Every quarter turn, the 4 cardinal directions line up, like, you know, like stellar bodies upon the sky, sort of lining up. It's just then it can be combined by 3 to the 4 combinations if you do the math.
Okay. But no reaction, just randomly just.
Are you gonna just spend time just brute forcing this? You can. It will take you about 20 minutes to go through all the combinations.
No, I'll wait then.
It's kind of like a Chinese puzzle box where you can absolutely just sit there and be like 1 click, 2 click, 3 click.
Yeah.
That just takes time.
Actually, if I was able to, could I cut the time in half? Because we got Jim Jar here. He's pretty good with stuff. Like, is there a way he could like put his ear up to it?
Now you're putting your brains together. Jim Jar is already on it. He's like, yeah, I gotcha. And he gets out his thief's tools. All right, let's crack this open. First, the delicate touch. And he begins inspecting it for traps and helping you open it. While that's all going on, it's going to take him about 10 minutes to fiddle with it.
Yeah, fair.
I'm going to give other people a chance to
yeah, of course.
be under the limelight. Do you do anything with the letter? Do you show it to people? Or?
I'll show it and I'll have Isabel decipher it and everything and make it known. Sorry, I wasn't quick enough. I salvaged what I could from it, but there's a little bit of a lead. I'll have to piece it together here. Did anyone else find anything?
I can give a look-see.
What are you looking for?
I'm just gonna look like in this area kind of deal, like this location.
What are you looking for? I need to do like voice or result.
Books, potions, items that pique my interest kind of deal, like if it's a tool. Is that narrowed down?
So you're just browsing the vial shelves? Essentially, I'm just going to give you like random loot if you succeed in the check. Sure. Simple investigation to just see what you can scrounge up in the same time. 23. You get 2 vials of acid and 2 flasks of alchemical fire. Which...
sorry, what's the first one?
Acid.
Oh, 2 hours.
So
acid,
it's all part of adventure gear, but if you want, I can look it up for you to tell you what it does. But I mean, it's acid. It can melt things. It can damage things. Specifically, as an action, you can splash the contents of a vial onto a creature within 5 feet of you, or throw it up to 20 feet away, shattering it on impact. In either case, you make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating it as an improvised weapon. On a hit, it takes 2d6 acid damage. You can also, use it creatively, however you think will be appropriate. I think that's everybody who got a chance to do something, right? Eric, did you do something yet?
No, Eric didn't do anything specifically. I think
Right.
Eric, entering the room, he would just be looking around to see, I'm guessing I don't see a dragon egg or any strange machinery, but I'm looking to see maybe if,
Do you want to roll for it?
there's investigation.
What is strange machinery? Because, alchemical kits and whatnot are strange machinery, ovens. With a 6, you're rather confident you don't notice something as obvious as a giant dragon's egg.
Yeah. Can I, I'm guessing I don't meet the DC for this check, but I wanted to see if I want to see if like anything was obviously moved. Like if there's like dust on the ground or stuff, does it look like there's a spot where there's less dust than there normally is? Because maybe like a large object was recently just moved from there.
No excised dust prints. That you're pretty confident. You do find dusted objects, mostly in the hard-to-reach places, the tall shelves that the Wigger cannot reach and need to probably levitate towards. But this is a pretty active... What the fuck? This is a pretty active work area. So, things are being moved about. But you're pretty confident there's no dragon egg. As you finish that all up in the same sort of time, you guys hear 2 things. First, the click as the amulet opens, and Jim just sort of fiddles with it and opens it, aligning the concentric circles, solving this puzzle for you, and opening it like a clam. Within is another one of those chunks of onyx-like stone, different shape, obviously, but I'm gonna say 2 of them actually, sort of 2 fitting pieces that have a smooth side to them, with those same sort of staccatoed lines across the smooth side.
So they kind of match the one that the bomb one that we took out of the where were we? The temple.
The language upon the pyramid, the bomb you have, is Netherese, and you can tell that unlike the arcane curls and the almost concentric circle-like language of Netherese, that sort of spirals outwards to make these beautiful arcane runes, this code or language or writing system that you'll see upon this obsidian stone is much simpler and much different. Imagine literally just straight lines that have breaks in them here and then, making a little staccato code. Way
It's
different.
kind of like Morse code.
Almost, yeah, but like 4 lines, like parallel to each other.
Okay.
Great work, Jim Jar. You're a natural.
I love when a silent music kicks in. It's so good. Especially when some of you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the staccato lines.
Have you guys seen these before? They're foreign to me.
Are you just,
I guess not.
Are you just staring at the rock? Are you just looking at it? I just want to know what you guys are doing with it.
I'm asking everyone, like, what is it? I don't know what you guys came across these before, so they're foreign to me, and
Right.
I complimented Jim Jar.
Jim just says, it's not language I know.
Do you think it's some kind of music? Kind of like those music boxes that when you put like the little pieces of metal against it, it plays a song as it goes past the little dots?
Like a MIDI file. Ginger rolled 7. He doesn't fucking know what this is.
Yeah, we have seen these writings before, but no idea what it is. We could try to study it later.
Maybe someone else in Grapplestep knows.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. If there's someone there, I know they like to work forges and all that stuff, but do they have a place of learning? Do they have like some kind of archive or anything?
No, they're stupid. Of course,
They're
yes.
stupid.
all fucking Dwagar fucking. What's right? Of course, they have schools. It's a city.
Yeah. No, I know. I just didn't know like how well or anything. But
it's a well-educated army. They have place of learning. Yeah.
Okay.
Whether or not you want to throw checks for NPCs to do on your behalf is another question.
I don't know if I was to trace my finger over them or activate it by touch or
You trace your finger over one stone, I guess, like one of them.
Yeah, I'm holding one of them.
And in your mind, you just hear
like,
sigh, just like a one-syllable whispered in your head.
Does it just go over like the whole stone or just one line?
You go over like the 4, I would imagine 4 lines, right? I don't know, you tell me. It's your kick.
Yeah,
What do you do?
I take it, I trace it all with my finger, just kind of, brushing it back and forth, just seeing.
Like Braille, you trace it from one side and you just hear that, like, sigh in your head.
Did anyone else hear that? The stone, it spoke.
Just imagine. You can just, like, vinyl scratch it.
Yeah.
Sigh. Sorry, I'm in my head.
Here, Eric. Run your hand over this lightly, and you'll hear the same thing that I did. I can't make anything out. It's missing something still. And I'll show it to him.
Same stone?
Eric will try.
Yeah, same stone.
Same thing.
Maybe there are more around here. More
There's 2 stones, right? What if I rub the other one? Huh.
That's like the 2 pieces that are in the medallion, to be clear. I don't know, because I'm guessing that's what you guys are doing the most. The 2 that match within. The lines lining up.
Maybe there is a door here. Maybe there is. We will find more clues about it.
Rattling the door, if you touch it, it's locked. There's a keyhole, and through it, even standing that close, the 3 of you would hear squelching noises, like this mushy.
Oh.
No. No, thank you.
No. Like, oh, Brooke, can you open it? And Isabel says as she's running away from that shit.
Don't touch that door.
Brooke's not going for that one.
Hardest puzzle, a door.
Why don't we
And then
investigate
row.
the other room at the other end of the hall first?
Hang on. I was gonna say, yeah, I wanna check out that machine, that yellow machine we walked past before we open that door.
Okay, so as you're making your way toward the portcullis, you see the lever spark with a purple sort of energy and flip up, causing the entire portcullis sort of slamp downwards. And you see a nozzle, like a little yellow tube, almost like a worm squirming through the ground, squirm itself between the grate, and then sort of emitting this like yellowish greenish gas out of the opening. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it on the map of how far it reaches. starting 30 feet away from the door as it begins to spew out. From further down the tunnel, 30 feet from the door. From further down the tunnel, you hear a machine sort of whir into action, causing the ground to vibrate. And you realize this is the same vibration you sort of detected when you first stepped into these tunnels, if you remember back when I first described the tunnels. As Brooke and Eric get caught in the plume that's been spreading forth from the portcullis, I can get you both to make me Constitution saving throw, please. And then I'm gonna go ahead and draw my tool.
Oh, no.
Eric, you managed to stifle your breath in time not to inhale any of these fumes. Brooke, you spend your action on your turn reeling and coughing away, trying not to vomit as the sticking cloud of unknown gas begins to fill the chamber which you're at. You are otherwise unharmed. It's just it takes your action for that round. You just discover its effect.
Has it been greater than 10 minutes since the first encounter in this area?
I mean, with your investigation of the place and all that, it's been about half an hour, yeah?
Okay.
We need to back up.
It's a breathing effect, right, Tom? Like the...
She seems to be coughing, reeling from the smell of it. It's stang like mustard.
Yeah.
Mr.
She's
Gavis.
sensitive. She's got a sensitive nose, okay?
I'll try to find like some rags around the laboratory. Isabel doesn't need to breathe if she chose not to. And she will try to get into the gas ball and try to block the source of it. Let me know if I have to roll anything.
Yeah, initiative. As you just gonna walk into it now. Amazing. Alright. Cool.
So,
Everybody
You know-
please roll initiative.
I saw the few. No. Oh, I don't know. Brain things. Yeah, I saw the future with this. I'm gonna use a lucky dice.
That's-
Fuck.
Let me know if I need to roll anything. Yeah, you got it, bud.
Yeah.
As you approach the fumes, your vision gets heavily obscured. I'm gonna say that this area here, guys, whatever is green, is like a solid wall for you guys. You can't see through it. You can't see the great gate. It's like watching. Have you ever watched like Hunger Games, the second one, with little grandma walking into the mist and the cannon fires off? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember that scene right now.
Little nanny walking off the scene, sacrificing herself, then dying. That's sort of what happened with Isabel. She just walks into the fog and disappears into it. And a moment later, Isabel, you feel a hand clenched down through the grate, an invisible hand that shoots out, but you can see the sort of negative space of where it occupies, which is weird. Like, you know, just clear air where it is, and it grasps around your neck.
Okay.
From over yonder, through the grate, and just presses you into the grate. It doesn't know it. You don't need to breathe. That's fine. With that being said, if everybody rolled initiative, with that happening, you hear the slam of Isabel's body against the portcullis. I'm gonna say this is a surprise round, so I'm just gonna give more math his attack, and then we're gonna start from top of initiative, as if initiative went on full circle here. I hope that's understandable for those of you.
Yep.
A blast bursts forth, sort of ricocheting and sending the portcullis and the air around you reverberating as the hand clenching you, psychic blasts you for a DC 15 intelligence saving throw against 22 psychic damage. It is a 6-foot cone. As it blasts past your body, I'm going to go ahead and measure a cone away from its origin. 60-foot cone. Anybody within this zone, which is pretty much anybody but Jimjar, Make me the same intelligence saving throw as a psionic.
Show.
Huh?
Whatever, if you drew something, it didn't show.
So everybody but Jimjar. I drew a cone. I don't know why it's not showing.
Yeah, it's a big ass cone.
I don't know. Maybe you can't see it, but I can draw it with a ruler.
Hey. My fucking intelligence.
60-foot cone.
Oof.
It's a stunning effect.
I'm gonna
I
use it.
think you. Yeah.
Lucky.
Jesus Christ. I gave him surprise and stun. Jesus. Alright. Take that point of damage. Went to full. I think it's. It is save or suck, actually. So if you did save against a 15 intelligence, you don't take any damage. However, if you didn't save, it's 22 psychic damage and you are stunned. I'm sorry.
Tom, this reminds me of Alexandria. 9 rounds of no play.
Yeah, it begins. The good news is because I use my surprise round to cast that Mind Blast, the invisibility drops on the creature holding you. It is a giant Dwagar, same purple eyes, through the grate with his hand clasped around your neck. For the sake of flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and put him here, as then we have round start over from the top with Brooke to react. Is she stunned? Oof.
And very bloody.
A creature can repeat its saving throw at the end of a turn.
You know-
Sorry, Megan, but
And also, if I remember correctly from the gas, I am spending my first turn coughing.
oh, that was before combat started. That was like when you were stepping out
Before
the.
combat? Okay.
Yeah, when you were stepping out of the gas. I was just firing what the gas does, so you guys know that
Okay, she is hurting. So she is going...
Rolling an intelligence saving throw at the end of her turn, unless you can do anything else in your turn.
And I can't do anything else?
It's at the end of your turn, and I mean you're stunned, so I don't know if you can do anything while stunned.
Just dwell in pain. That's it. That's stun.
A stunned creature is incapacitated, so it's yeah.
The only creature can automatically fail save and dex saving throws, attack rolls against future.
I just realized how lethal this stunning effect would be with those brain things. Yikes.
Intelligence saving roll. My best stat that I have disadvantage on.
Yeah. Once you roll that, if it's 15 or higher, you are no longer stunned. Otherwise, you're still recovering from the stunning effect of this blast. Then we have darts, also another non-breathing creature, taking his turn. Imagine breathing.
Yeah, must be nice. So I can't see him though from the
Heavily obscured, yes.
Yeah, it's heavily obscured. All I know is something tried to attack me from the smog. Alrighty then.
While he's thinking about his turn, can I just mention something? Do you guys know how long a creature remains unconscious for after being brought to like a stable 0 health before jumping back to 1?
1d4 hours.
1 hour. 1d4 hours? We'll roll it.
Yeah, 1d4 hours.
Alright. So what is the Greg then? What is a Greg then?
You said 30 minutes last time, okay?
DM is
Trushar is alive.
excited. DM is really excited about what's going on the other side of the cave here. What starts doing?
The poison gas. How high is it above the ground? Like, is it in
30-foot cube, which almost reaches the ceiling at this point. The ceiling here is like 5 stories high. Pretty big chamber. But yeah.
Okay, 50 feet. I am going to wall climb up the wall kind of deal, like to the side.
Sounds good.
So it's gonna be about I want to say 10 feet to the wall kind of deal, and then I'll do 25 feet up.
You climb 2 stories up. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a little text thing to track that, but yeah. 20 feet up.
Just using my spider climb and just walk up with my feetsies.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not. Can I prepare an action just in case if I see anything come from that smog that I can see? I'll take both attacks on it.
Yeah, as long as you have a reaction left to spend it.
Please and thank you. Thank you.
Of course, if anything comes out of the fog, you will attack it. Sorry. I'm just handling my unseen foes. How far was that? 1, 2, 3, touching 4th, 4. Okay. They moved into an ambush position and then just never came out. Okay, so this Dwegar of yonder holding Isabel, having dropped the hose at its feet and sort of putting its foot down to keep the hose in place there, it's gonna go ahead with its other hand and jab you with a war pick enlarged against an unseen target. So it does have disadvantage. I'm just trying to find toggle for it. Toggling.
I think it's a straight roll because I cannot see him and he cannot see me. So.
I don't know. I'll take that because he's holding you. So I mean, like, you know, straight roll, whatever dice fall, 10. It's because the war pick is enlarged with him, and he just can't fit it through the bars to jab you with it. So while he's struggling with that attack, that's just one attack. And anything else I can do on his turn? No, he's just gonna hold you there in place, thinking you're choking on his fog, but you're really not. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know you're an air genasi. Eric, play then.
I am unstuck.
Hey!
Right, shaking off the stun effect.
That's my turn.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm just glad I wasn't stuck for 5 turns.
Yeah. Isabel.
Okay, I'm being grappled by him, right? So, yeah, I'll lean into him with the gun, trying to look the big part of his body and shoot at it at close range.
You're in a heavily obscured area, but he's holding you, so how does that work?
Like a straight roll, disadvantage. It's like he cannot see me, I cannot see him.
Because you're unseen. That's so stupid, but it works. Whatever. Cool. So with a, what is that?
15 to hit.
15 to hit. You hear your, what is it, bullet ricochet against something metal, like a neck protective piece. You aim for some final part that just kind of ricochet off armor.
And as it's ricocheting, you keep hearing ricocheting until it finds the target, okay? And using maneuvering precision strike, so 1d8 on that stuff. 7, so 20 something.
Yeah, that hits.
22.
For 22 damage?
Yes, 22 damage.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know what else is here, you know? You hear another click as I shoot once more.
Okay. So as you shoot the back of his spine area, this being a husk, it doesn't react as one should and just straight up die. It instead just screeches, but exposes the neck as you shoot for a miss again.
Wait.
How much total for
the hit? Let me check something really fast because I don't remember this.
I don't know if you can use maneuver more than once per turn.
Yeah, it's per attack. I can only use one maneuver per attack.
Man, fighters. Awesome.
So 8 plus 21... 18, I think.
To hit?
Yeah.
18? Strikes
Yeah,
for how much damage?
20 on the second.
So as I described, you expose his neck, you just shoot the underside of it, and he goes limp, the grasp loosening upon you, and he just slumps to the side. Dead. At the same time, you hear that familiar, disgusting cracking sound of a skull as one of those brain things crawls out of him. Yeah, and rolls initiative.
You know, the smoke is my friend. I'll stay here at the moment.
Sounds good.
Yes.
We have Damek on deck.
I am going to roll my intelligence save at normal.
I'm gonna waste this reaction to attack you at disadvantage in the smoke as you step away from it.
Oh. Okay.
You're still stunned?
Damek,
Yeah, still stunned.
Damn.
didn't you succeed with the lucky roll?
No, I failed.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You hear the scrape of many claws as they sort of ting-ting-ting-ting across the bars, trying to get past the portcullis, not reaching you as you run away, Isabel, and then Damek is still stunned, recovering from that psionic whisper. Brooke, go ahead and roll me an intelligence saving throw. Man, one stun effect. That you shake out of that. The Intellect Devourer is amidst a series of chitters, commanding something in its own tongue. I'm just doing the cinematic to another entity beyond the portcullis. It's not even a language; it's more like a series of clicks and scritches. And then I'm gonna see if I can do anything. I'm gonna do this because it's a meme. I'm gonna do this because it's a meme. It's gonna go ahead and try and lift the portcullis with its strength. Rolling a 7 as it squirms against it. Remember, the portcullis has been unlocked. It's not in opposition.
Does it get advantage for being large?
No. Why would it get advantage for being large?
I thought it had like the effect of the enlarge spell on it.
That's different. It's not giant runes. Darts. You're 20 feet up off the floor.
Oh, my movement speed's 35. So it'd be 25, but I'll move like kind of sideways up here.
You're just above the smoke as it continues to spread.
Yeah, just up kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming once I get to about here, I'm like, there's a wall, because above the portcullis.
The portcullis is about 20 feet high, and the ceiling is 30 feet above it, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna like camp above the smoke kind of deal, and if the smoke's moving north kind of deal, I'm gonna wait and like take aim below me to see if anything's gonna come through the portcullis that I can see.
Okay.
And I'll ready my action.
As you ready your action, you hear a metallic like clink, mechanical, as if somebody closing off the valve of the hose. The smoke still lingers in the air, and the small little droplets kind of form along the walls, green and slimy. It will take a while for it to dissipate away, a few rounds at least, but they stop the flow of it, saying that it's not as effective as they thought it would be. This guy is dead. We have Eric then. What's the plan?
I'm gonna use a full round action to drink a healing potion, covering 10 HP. Does that also take my movement, or can I move?
Does your action take your movement? No.
Okay. Then I will move to here. And that is my turn.
Okay, you're blinded in the fog. Isabel, you're blinded in the fog.
Yeah, but I'll try to use my memory to find the lever and lock that shit. Hearing the click 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 from the intellect devourer, I'll try to do a shot in the darkness.
You know what really does not matter? If you already take your action to do something and you wade into something that wastes your action, it doesn't do anything to you.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. But it's gonna do something next.
Flavor-wise, he is choking and gasping for air as he is in the fog, but I can't take away his action. So, what do we have then, Isabel?
16 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, that's it for me.
For how much damage?
21 damage.
Do you want to describe the kill?
Oh, you see the intellect devoured like trying to lift the gate. I'm gonna say it was succeeding until I shoot him and the gate breaks in half.
I'll allow you to retcon me. How dare you?
That's it for me. One step back.
There's like some insectile thing. You just belly shot it and send it backwards onto its back. A few of the tentacles squirm into that spider death curl as it is destroyed. Damn it, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're rolling me against this effect of stun.
Yay!
Yay! Getting your turn back.
That's my
We
turn.
have Brooke, yeah. Dude, Nick, it was rough. I even had like 9 turns of doing nothing, Cotton. It was rough. So, Megan's turn then.
So Brooke is going to quaff down one of those healing potions that she picked up. She picked up, let me see, no, she picked up a healing of greater healing. She's gonna take her full action to take that, which, do we still have the thing
It's
that if you
20
take an action,
HP.
we get full effect?
Yeah, that's what Eric did last turn, literally like 3 turns ago.
Why not? But when I search it, it does not give me the thing.
It's 20 HP. It's 44
20?
plus 4.
Super. Thank you. So that is her action. And get she. I have too many things open. Shoot. 20. Yay. Back up to not bloody. Yay. And then she will. Are you okay, Dominic? You got the dying symbol.
No, I'm fucked up.
Fuck that.
Not doing so good. 22 damage is a lot at this level. I don't blame him.
And then she will move back and already used her action, so I don't have a bonus action to help you, man.
So,
That's it.
cool. Darts, you are seeing the smoke dissipate away from where the pipe is, but again, as I said, it's gonna take multiple rounds for it to fully disappear away. What do you do over there, buddy? Climbing the ceiling.
Buddy, I'm just hanging around.
You know,
Okay.
you can shoot blind. I'm just saying.
He doesn't have an angle right now on anything live
Yeah.
because he's looking through the smoke
Yeah.
and a wall. Yeah.
I'm like ambushing them if they come through the game. Since I'm kind of stuck up here, I'm going to just ready my action kind of deal and prep for if they come through.
Okay. Nick, I'm sorry. Brooke, I'm not sorry because Brooke and everybody else remained in the cone area after seeing where the reach is. Nick did not even get a chance to step away from it because it's been ruling at the time. So, Nick, in advance, I'm sorry. If I roll a 6, it
fine.
refreshes. If I don't roll a 6, I'm still recharging that ability.
That doesn't bother me.
No! No!
Do it! Fucking do it! I dare you! Do it! Do it!
That's fucking funny. Oh my
Do it.
god. Hey, you get a saving throw. Anyway, another Mind
do.
Blast comes through the door, ricocheting. You get a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. This is gonna be everybody but Jim Jar just never moved. And he's hiding beneath desks. And Darts is also safe from it because the cone does not hit past the portcullis upwards. Let's go! 20.
Oh,
Fucking, and Megan's just having the worst day.
I'm
Crazy
not
healing
down
potion gets
somehow.
fucked.
Not down though.
Oh my
God
god.
damn.
nice guys. The smart team.
Does anybody have inspiration to give Megan before I roll that, she's stunned again?
I can only use the lucky thing on myself, and I don't have any inspiration.
I can give her my inspiration.
It's your decision, man.
Yeah.
Do I
You want
get
to take my? What?
If you want, do I get just a regular roll for that, or I have to roll the disadvantage?
Well,
again?
technically, whenever you're rolling the roll 20, just roll one set of dice unless you have disadvantage or advantage, right? Do you
Well,
have?
I have disadvantage on my saving throws.
So you get another roll. One singular, another roll. Yes.
One
One straight
singular
roll.
Okay. Here we go. Yay!
See?
They don't take damage, right?
No. It's literally like save and you save it against it. So, your mental fortitude
Yay.
fortified. You as a group resist the mind blast. I love how I roll a 6. That's a highlight of my session. With that being said, whatever entities past those doors screeching is going to go ahead and take its movement and give Eric his turn.
I'm
Eric's
gonna
fucking dead, dude.
look. I'm coming over here. I'm trying to find the lever thing and unlock the door.
Is there a chance of failure, DM? No, I'm not gonna be an asshole about it. So you remember where it was. It's kind of like finding your phone in the dark. You have an innate sense of where it's at. The thing is, though, that it's not the lever you need to find because the lever just locks the gate in place. It doesn't lift it.
Right. But they locked the gate, right? So I find the lever, I unlock the
locked
gate.
it.
Now the gate can be. They did it.
You
I'm pretty sure
confirmed
they
that the gate
remember-
is unlocked.
Okay, gate's
Yep.
unlocked. Is that gonna use my action?
No, it's like object interaction action. I'm gonna say
You want to go
Right.
strong man?
it's like free action.
I'm gonna open the gate.
Cool. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, unless you're saying you're
Ooh, right.
holding your breath.
Nah. But it'd be stupid if you could just ignore spells like
It's
that.
a DC
Oh, well.
12. It's not stupid. It's literally how you counteract stinking cloud. You just don't breathe. Can you
real.
roll that somehow, anyhow? If not, you spend your turn retching and reeling, wasting that action, because that's what Stinking Cloud does. Until it's
Yep.
somehow dissipated away by a strong wind or any sort of fanning. Isabel.
Isabel is gonna bring out a crowbar and freaking lift this door if it's possible.
Freeman. Help me, Freeman.
Hey,
Help me,
Freeman.
Gordon.
5! No!
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, I want to save Shushar, so I'll use a luck roll on that. Shushar, survive! 12. Doesn't open the door.
You hear nothing from Shushar.
Shushar!
You guys left him with that brain, and I put a 1 hour timer, like ever since then, and I just like that's how much he has left to live. I'm actually gonna do something real quick.
Oh my god.
Don't be
Why
so
the
mean
fish
to
people?
Shushar.
Why the fish people, man? Okay, that's it.
Okay, so guys, you know what? I'm just gonna roll because you guys are not there. You don't know. You don't know. So you try that with a crowbar.
Sure.
Yeah, I failed, so Damek, your turn.
The Damek resisting the stun effect, but you know, embers about to be put out. I believe it's still only 8 o'clock. Awesome.
I'm gonna kind of come to a little bit of just trying to get my mind straight and my vision straight into everything. A little bit of cloudy eyes. I kind of I take like one step over. I'm like, Ginger, what are you doing? Help us! Fucking immune to everything right now. And I'm just gonna start grabbing something and just start getting rid of this gas. Like any like fucking beat up rugs, rags, just anything trying to disperse it.
Yeah.
What?
Go get the bed sheet.
That's all the way over there. I want to grab what's ever near me. And
Yeah,
start
sure.
fanning it. I have a blanket in my bag if I have to. I'll use an action to grab my blanket and just start fanning the fuck out of it and give something to Jim Jar to do.
Yeah, it starts to take effect, and Ginger is gonna spend his turn also helping you by grabbing, like a weird contraption from the table. He found like, I found this beneath the table, and he starts like whirling it with like a lever, and it's like a fan, and it just starts producing a little bit of like that blast of wind with you. And I'm gonna say that mild wind. It starts dissipating the poisonous cloud of poison. Also, very, very thematic for you to be like, Ginger, help us. Come, just step out my side. And he rolled a 6 on initiative right beside you. Cool. So I'm gonna say that's gonna go ahead and fan those fumes wall side and away. Granting you vision of the portcullis and such. We have top of initiative with Brooke.
Cool. So Brooke's gonna go up to Demic. She's going to free action, kind of drop a potion of healing for Demic.
Onto the ground, not onto his hands. That'll be handing over an object, which is a full action. You have to put it on the ground for the free action.
Free action.
Did she just throw it at me? Like in
just shatter into my face, and I'll just nail the fumes. I just let it soak in through my pores.
It's like for when next time you get a chance, and then she can.
I take it. On my turn.
And
as you approach the portcullis from down the hall, you can hear the familiar squelching and screeching of one of those brain things, and she says, "Ah!"
she's going to hold her. She's going to do the help action to help whoever, probably Eric, lift the gate whenever that's.
Cool.
So she's going to give Eric the help action.
All right. From down the hallway, you hear the sounds of combat. Thank God I gave him more HP. He used to have like 15 HP or nothing else. The Intellect Devourer targets Shushar. The target must succeed on a DC 12 intelligence saving throw. You got it. He's pretty intelligent. He's like awoken. He's woke. Shushar the woke. Intelligence. Shatter. Let's go. Or take 11 collecting damage. Nice. It's another save or suck ability. Shushar gets to live another 6 seconds. Darts, it's your turn. Sorry, DM is playing with himself. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the gate's not open yet, so I'm gonna kind of like shimmy down.
No, not yet.
What?
Oh, you said the gate is not open yet. I'm like, no, it's not open yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not very strength-wise, but I'll give it a try to see if I can open it.
Eric is like, Eric is still like coughing and gasping, and he's like holding up a hand towards Darts. Everyone else is like, just give me a second, I'll get it out. Get ready.
I'll give it a try and see before, just so you can catch your breath. Just like.
It's like the blasts of psionic energy have dented the bars inwards, so they're awkwardly stuck in the like locking mechanism below, jammed in. Yikes!
I just kind of like, I give up and like kind of like place my back on it and look at Eric, give it a thumbs up, and be like, "I loosened it for you."
Thank God.
Pretty sure I threw up my back.
Old man over here.
I'm getting surrounded over here. Sure, shout from around the corner. Eric, it's your turn.
I opened the portcullis, and I start yelling at people, "Go, go, go!" Ooh, actually, as I open it, gonna tell Isabel, lock it open, and
Where's your strength save, man? Where's your strength save?
Before Tom said Eric would just be able to open it, flying forward.
No, you have to roll over time. Because there's a chance of failure, you have to roll.
Time.
Yeah.
Because Bert's helping you.
Okay.
If circumstances change, the report of failure is possible. If dynamics move a route, you roll for every time. There you go.
23.
You open your way through. Go.
I'll do as he say. I'll click the door when it's my turn. Sorry.
I mean, if Eric is
I'm
done
gonna-
with his turn, yeah.
Sorry, on my turn, I'm also gonna use second wind. Give myself some healing. So I imagine opening the thing only takes my action.
I don't think second wind is infinite action. I think it's just something you can do.
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
Bonus action.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll
That's his turn.
I'll use another syringe on myself. Try to say Shushar.
You round the corner, you see the big old Dwegar, enlarged and giant size, is just Dark Souls boss slamming down his war pick side to side as Shushar is barely dodging. He's scraped, he's bloodied on one eye, and he has the brain thing chasing him too. So that thing is awake.
Can I see the brain? Oh, the brain thing is awake. Damn it.
What happened to our hour?
And he's too far. He's 90 feet away.
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour. You guys search the laboratory and all that.
My turn, fast girl.
Well, Can I? The devourer is here, right?
Yeah, it's sort of like on his back like a beetle trying to get back onto his feet.
Okay. Yeah, I cannot. For 5 feet, guys. I'm sorry, Shushar. I'll have to shoot the giant
Horse,
tiger.
a horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Yeah. Let's see. 20 to hit. I assume that hits.
Of course.
Total 23 damage. Yeah, I'm going out of it. I'm gonna use a menacing. I'm not gonna make it on time. So as I shoot him, like 2 more lightnings are gonna hit him. So 2d6 to him. As I use
Vital sacrifice to convert your blood into lightning. 4 is a perfect lethal. You can describe the kill if you wish.
Yeah, as I give him a shot in the back, and like a second later, you see the 2 lightings going into his hand with the war pick, and the back of his head when there is another intellect devourer, obviously.
Oh yeah, you know it. You already know the pattern as he begins to crawl out.
Yeah. That's it. Damn it. I shouldn't have killed him.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like bursting eggs. Damek, the portcullis is open. Ginger by your side.
I'm going to drink the potion real quick. So it's let's roll 2d4 plus 2. Wow, 6.
Nice.
6 more than I had. And I'm gonna kind of just usher Jimjar to follow. We need to get out of here.
Ginger just looks at you wide-eyed. Oh, I thought it was acid you just drank.
And 30, and I can't see anything.
I mean, you see Isabel shooting lightning
Yeah, I see her
magic
shooting.
in
Yeah,
like
I'm
westward direction.
Saying, like,
yeah.
I can't see any enemies or anything that I could really truly assist with. Actually, how far is she? You're 40 feet. Nah, never mind. All right, we're good. That's
Ginger is gonna go ahead and dash forth, hearing Ginger cries, "I'm coming for you, buddy!" That's the cutting action. He's gonna keep sprinting. Another 30 feet. There you go. Ending his turn there. Cutting action, bonus action. Fast boy.
He can go 90 feet.
He's a rogue. He can action, bonus action, dash. So we're gonna do him that way. Brooke, it's your turn.
Alright,
Monk can
so
also dash, bonus action dash, by the way.
forward,
Just so you know.
40 feet
What?
forward.
Monk can also bonus action dash.
Oh.
It's
Brooke
not
being
a
monk.
Bonus act. Well, I have to use key to do that. And then she will also. Ginger, where are you at, my buddy? Is he covered?
He's in
Sorry,
the center of a chamber in front of you.
He's over here. Okay. He is how far is that?
Just Naruto running toward his friend.
Okay, so she's going to action dash. No, that'll give you the 40. How far is 40? Yeah, it's not quite far enough. Damn. 40. And then she will. No matter how many points of key I have, I only get one bonus action. Yeah, she'll use Step of the Wind, 2 bonus action. Oh, okay. That was all of her movement. Well, she has more movement than that, but that was movement, bonus action, action. Because I don't get more than 1 bonus action, which makes me sad.
Hunter and Hunter playing, yes. And a turn?
Yeah.
Insect Devourers have a scuttling 40 feet of movement, so it's going to go ahead and scuttle towards Shushar. One weakened creature preying on the other as they begin to hound upon him. It's going to go ahead and make a claw attack against Shushar for lethal claw attack for 11, striking him past his armor class for 9 slashing damage. You should armor your companions. And making 1 devour intelligence, sort of hovering place, tentacles spread out as that opening in the center of its brain opens up and shoots a bolt of purple energy toward the center of Shusha's forehead. He's gonna make a DC 12 intelligence saving throw against one of the probably most lethal CO2 abilities I've ever seen. Intelligence. 20! He gets to live!
It's the Awakened. The Awakened, okay?
The Awakened, unfortunately for him, I also forgot to roll initiative for this guy, and please don't, I rolled a 17. I was like, I roll anything but 17 and he doesn't get to go before Shushar. Alright, well, repeat. Claw attack does not penetrate as Shushar barely scuttles away, screaming, "Brooke, help me!" And then, in that moment, he rolls another intelligence saving throw, trying to succeed on a 12.
Sure, I believe in you.
Rolling a natural. Shushar gets drained of his intelligence score of. He had 13, now he has 1.
Oh my god.
Ah, but he's still alive? Okay, there is a hope.
Hold on. Oh,
No.
Do it
taking
again.
2d10. 2d10 psychic damage. If I roll low, he'll be alive. I rolled 10 on one, 3 on the other, so that's 13. Shushar has a crisp 6 health points remaining and 1 intelligence.
Oh no.
Shushar, with Brooke beside him, is gonna limp away, taking the disengage action, because I don't know what else. It's that you guys decide. You can command him in this moment of panic. Shall he sanctuary himself, or shall he disengage?
Disengage.
Action disengage it is. He's gonna move at 30 feet toward his friend, cowering limping beside Jim Jar. Brooke, watch out! He calls.
With an intelligence of 1, could he even cast a spell?
There's no rule in the PHP
Yeah,
that says
I
anything
figured.
that your scores determine. The only thing that determines, Nick, is if you can multi-class into wizard.
Yeah.
Your spells will be much worse because of your intelligence drained. But all those myths, like, 6 intelligence or less, you can't speak, you can't read, that's like myths born from like 3.5 or older editions.
Yeah.
He's probably like, feeble-minded a little bit right now, but even the feeble mind, which by the way makes your intelligence 0 or 1, it still makes you be able to recognize your friends speaking mumbles. You're stupefied, but you're still like, you're still yourself.
He's just the baby.
I'm gonna say he has a very gray sheen to his eyes right now as he's trying to walk through the mesmer. With that all epicness out of the way, we have Darts to act. call still being held open.
Oh, good. I can move 35 feet.
Quickly, guys,
Alright.
give me every single explosive we have on us. I'll save Shushar. Taliban tactics!
I am going to shoot this one. You see it?
Shushar. You can tell that this one. I just don't want to put the bloody token on it, but you can tell that this one I'm gonna mark it a little redder is the injured one that you guys almost killed, essentially.
Okay, I'll do.
All you have to do is hit an armor class of 12 versus dexterity to kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do my hand crossbow first on it.
There you go. Let's kill.
That hits.
Whatever damage you
My
roll.
first hit. And then I'll do my Ruby Ruin on that boy. And it misses.
Yep.
Damn, I got too excited for a double kill.
The magical bullet just whistles past Brooke. She just monk catches it and just redirects it back into the brain, and we're out of combat. Anyways. Sorry, I'm just high on this Shusha almost dying. It's the little things. Eric, it's your turn.
Okay. Poor Shushar.
Sorry, Dominic. Slams Collis in your face.
I'm gonna run here.
Why?
Dash.
He's actually doing it.
Oh, no, I locked the door, okay? I locked it.
Oh, did you? Okay, good. I thought you were just slamming
Lock-
Collis in his
The
face.
door. It's
That would have been funnier, though. Anyways.
that's his action, his dash, and
Yeah.
that is his turn.
Okay, Shushar is hella bloodied right beside you. Isabel, it is your turn.
Okay, Isabel will try to shield Shushar of what is coming to him and shoot this guy. I'm taking a knee.
Armor class of 12. Hits for 16 damage.
Yeah. Still up.
It's barely. It's screeching out.
If I can do it not lethally, I'll do it. If not, I'll go for it. I'm gonna use a superiority dice on it. The last one. 2 damage.
Like technically, ranged weapons and magic are always lethal.
Okay.
But I'll allow it because honestly, I'm curious to see what you guys are gonna do with a life specimen. So does that hit?
It's 2 damage, 2 extra damage.
Oh, okay.
Just to
It's
give
still
her
up.
something to
Work with.
Brooke.
Okay.
Can he do a strength saving throw DC 14? I think.
Not a very strong creature. It rolls a 3 minus 2 for 1.
It fails, so it's prone.
Proned.
That's it for me.
Damek.
I'm gonna come out.
Can you imagine how loud it is firing guns inside a cave?
Yeah,
Just-
I have been thinking on that all this time.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You are stunned, blinded, deafened. Shushar is dying. It's just a bad time.
That's my action dash. I have no bonus.
Throwing weapons? Oh, yeah,
no.
action.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
I'm sorry, Nick. These are big caves, big old maps.
Yeah.
Jimjar is gonna. Does Jimjar? Jimjar does not have any special equipment on him because you guys did not give him any potions, did you?
Brooke found all those potions.
Yeah,
She
but he
has
doesn't
one
have
on
anything
her.
on him, so I'm just looking at his
Yeah, he
sheet if he has any special. Some NPCs do have special equipment sometimes, but those NPCs died in session 2, so we don't talk about our elf.
Wow.
I cast Disguise Self. Fuck it. He just gets his hand crossbow out and he tries to finish off this. Oh, it's gonna be a disadvantage because he's prone. Can I bonus action run to him? Yes, I can.
Don't we want to
Yeah.
save him?
Bonus action dash.
Oh yeah, non-lethal. I'm gonna say this. He's gonna hold an action in case Brooke misses. He's gonna coup de grace this thing. Brooke, do it! As he slides toward it, ready to strike, giving Brooke the advantage here. Top of the round, Brooke. The coup de grace is yours. Don't miss.
Brooke goes for unarmed strike. Smack this thing down.
bad brain puppy. That strikes for if you deal more than 3 damage, you've done it. Yep. And we are out of combat. Good job, guys. As a reward for this feat, starting the end of your next long rest, you level up to level 5.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
Give me that 3rd level spells, baby.
But I will have to wait till next long rest. Inspired by saving Shushar. Never leave me with those things ever again. Also, why I'm all for that violence. But why are you leaving them alive?
Brooke just tries to explain to him as she's extra knotting her ropes this time as she ties it up again. We need to try and interrogate this creature. So we need to bring it back with us if we can.
Or just do it
Blackfell
now.
will be very interested in what this creature might know.
Sounds good. Damn, Dart does not get to blow himself up.
Damn.
Oh, gee darn.
An entire alchemy
Really
lab at your disposal. You couldn't make a bomb. Also, you guys could have 100% could have just bombed this entire place. I just realized I gave you guys a dungeon clear.
I have many types of bombs. I have the big stone bomb, and I have 3 fireball pearls left.
Woo! Which are not being used because... Anyways, that's not my call.
Because I figured with A, noxious gas around, that could be extra flammable, and B, we are in a confined space. Throwing fireballs in a confined space sounds like a bad idea.
It's a very good guess, and I forgot to actually give you guys something, because when your bullet, Isabel, ricocheted off the metal surface, I was gonna say it sparks, right? Because that's what metal does when it clashes with metal. And because we're in a gas, I was gonna be like, oh, you learned this is a non-flammable gas.
Oh, good to know.
It's a very sticky gas that, now that you have the time to smell yourselves, because it still lingers on you, little Leo stands, you are covered in fertilizer.
Oh, God.
There's no good showers in here, I ask.
Luckily, this is not the flammable fertilizer. I know some of them have methane in them, but this is not the flammable kind.
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
But chicken, the body of the big bad boy, does he have anything on him? Anything?
Which?
Like the guy who was stunning us all around.
Looting the Grey Ghosts, as they're known. You find a war pick, which is a large, pickaxe-like weapon. He's carrying a couple javelins with him, just in case. Other than that, you find a half-shattered skull, because, like an egg, it cracked open. He is wearing scale mail.
Okay, nothing remarkable. Okay.
You sure you want some scale mail?
We can take it and trim it later, too, if it's too big.
No, I think it fits me just fine. I'll take anything. Shushar dons scale mail, which is kind of ironic being a fish person. Scale mail gives you what, guys?
It's fitting.
I don't get 16? Solid?
Nice.
No way.
17.
It's not 17.
No way 17, no way 16, because that will make my stats hella whack.
Excuse me, it's 14 plus...
14.
14 plus 2. Yeah, 14 plus... dex
Max 2 for your dexterity. Yes, that makes sense. So 14. Not bad. He's... armor class increases as he dons scale mail.
Well, if we
Can he wear medium armor?
As a cleric, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say NPCs can wear whatever they want because they're not confined to the same limitations as PCs.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
He's a walking, talking 50 HP fucking blob of meat. Put him in full plate for all I care. He almost died, and he has 1 intelligence still, by the way. So, yeah, I don't feel so good, guys.
You're drooling a bit. You're drooling. Blame yourselves for sure.
More than usual.
if we think we've cleared this space out, we should probably take the time to go and look at that other space.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tom, Can I hear what is behind this door? Like, if I knock on it, does
Oh, I don't
they
mean behind
respond?
the door.
Behind which door?
Ah, yeah, I know this area. You refer to this area. But behind this door, you said like there was some screeching sound. Like if I say anything, do they respond?
It's really dark in here. Hello?
I don't know, man. Like I wanna open it, but I feel like we could die.
I mean, you recognize the voice. If you've met him before. Who is square and squishy and has a silly voice and wants to be an adventurer?
Oh!
Was this a certain dagger?
I grab an axe and start breaking the door down.
I've been trying to lockpick this door for the past hour with this dagger, but it's not working. Hello?
I think this is your friend, Eric Brooke.
Did Isabel meet Glabagul yet? I can't even remember.
Yeah, I met him.
Okay, then you recognize the voice.
Yeah, we went. Remember, we went down to go visit Kelpie, and we saw him.
Right.
We break down the door.
The
if
other
there's
half of the circus.
Burke will go. Burke will go with her thieves' tools, and she's proficient in those somehow.
I don't know. It's your character. You tell me how it is. She sure just stares at the brain on the floor and just like, I'm contemplating disobeying my vows.
It was bad.
You can keep doing it until it opens. It's a door. If not, we break it, you know?
Oh, I'm gonna say eventually you guys like open the door. That's fine. I just can't see your tokens for whatever reason. Hey guys.
Damn it.
What are we doing?
Nick, your character sees I don't know how any other way to describe it. It's a gelatinous cube. Slide through the door that your fellow party mates seem to recognize and treat not as a monster, but as a companion, as a camaraderie. It blinks its two eyes at you, like sort of one blink at a time, holding out a tentacle made of jelly. Putting away a dagger in its hand into itself, and then offering the hand as a handshake. Glabagul, that's your service.
This isn't gonna burn me, is it?
Oh,
I'm very gentle. Okay.
And you see
I'll
it
shake
has
his
a
hand.
dagger. It has a dagger because he's an adventurer.
If
That's
you do you dare touch him?
Yeah.
It's a slight sizzle, but it's not like acidic. It's kind of like touching the outside of a jellyfish, and there's a little tingle on your fingers. There's some areas of him that I cut it safe.
He's our mascot.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry, how did you all run into each other? Such a different
It is
group here.
an epic tale. I was stuck in the dark for eons. And then I met the rest of your group, and yeah, we sort of hung out ever since.
Eric's Dawnbringer ran away from Eric, and we went chasing after it, and we came across Gabagool, and he helped us out, and we ran away from a fountain that came to life that tried to kill us.
That is somehow more confusing of an explanation that I could have made a gelatinous cube make.
It is true.
Don't phrase it like my
Dom
sword
is just
ran
shaking his head like he's pretending like he's following along, but I'm just like, yeah,
I'm trying to roleplay a intelligence 0, wisdom -2 gelatinous cube explaining this, and somehow Baruch is like, hold on, let me confuse you even more. The sword sprouted legs and ran away.
We were
Phrase it like my sword ran away from me.
Found an island. Dawnbringer ran away from Eric.
Relates.
We fell down a hole going after Dawnbringer. Found Dawnbringer, but then we were stuck in this underground cave. It's filling up with water. We come across Gabagool. We fight a mimic, which was epic. And then as we're trying to get out of this cave, that's quickly filling with water, we come across this magical cube floating on top of a fountain. Brooke just grabs it. Water spirits come out of nowhere, attack us, and we just make it out by exploding the ceiling of the cavern.
And as amazing as this tale is, one noteworthy detail of it all is that even you, and pretty seasoned adventurer, know that, yeah, gelatinous cubes, oozes in general, don't talk. But this one's quite a chatty fella.
Does he have like a headband of like intellect or something in him or anything?
Just a
No.
gift, Jublex, Lord of Slime. Gave me awareness, sentience.
He gained consciousness when his demon lord came.
And
We
now
haven't
I,
seen said demon lord, thankfully.
and now I want to learn about the world.
So he's been helping us investigate by going through all the tunnels and the places that we can't go easily.
That's where I came from. Those pipes over there. And he points toward past the door, where you can see past the frame of the door is like a ladder leads up. I just got stuck. I can't climb ladders. I can only climb down them, more like squelch down them. And the door was locked. I tried to squeeze past the door, but all that packed earth kept me inside. So I was kind of like sitting there waiting for anybody to show up. I think I scared someone to Dwagar, or they didn't care. I don't know.
So if we didn't show up, would Glavagul have just never appeared again?
I mean, at some point I heard sounds coming from the pipes, like some tiny feet, and somebody jabbering under their breath. And then as soon as they saw me, this little gnome gray guy with a funny hat just saw me and turned around cursing under his breath.
Did he have big ears? Big
Yeah.
fluffy ears?
Yeah.
With Drokey.
Oh, he's
A
long gone by
Droki.
now.
Oh, we can find him, I'm sure. So
Which way did he go?
Pipes.
this sounds like it was a while ago, like before you guys came to the cave. If you were to recall, while you were following him, I did kind of flavor this into our P-chat, but I don't know how many people like read our P-chat. I did have him sing a rhyme under his breath, like he always does. And in that rhyme, he actually mentioned Glabagul, that he came across him, cursed his name, and then turned around, took another path.
Ooh.
It's thanks to Glabagul's little scouring adventure that you guys saw him come through the other entrance and not this one. So, butterfly effect.
Cool. Who's really wounded right now?
I am.
By the way.
I
Yeah.
says Shusha.
Yeah. I'm okay. Who's like the most bloody, Sushar or Dominic?
Dominic,
I pass
probably.
whatever to Sushar.
No, it's okay. You guys are my protection. You're the front line.
Alright, I'll cast Cure Wounds on
Just-
Dominic.
Just don't leave me alone with those things ever again. Shusha develops new phobia.
Eric is gonna give Shushar a potion of healing.
Here you
Take
go.
your time, Dragon.
Dominic, you get minimal heal, sadly, but say what you-
5.
I'm surprised
guys
Shusha
wanna
doesn't
take
have yeah.
A
I'll
short
take
rest.
anything I can get. I mean, yeah, we could short rest. It's an hour. And with Droki gone, all we have to do is just kind of search whatever we want at this point.
Yeah, we can find Roki later again.
Mhm.
Jim just reminds you guys that, well, Joki might be a cool trail at this point, and it's still trackable, but, you know, a little hope there. You're still here on a mission to find out what exactly he was doing, so you're still doing that, right?
Yeah.
Well, we can do a more proper investigation of the laboratory, and we can also go and check out the other room that's way down here with the colorful mushrooms and the stench of decay.
In the 1
Take
hour
a
you
short
guys-
rest?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Sounds like a yes to me.
Okay, short rest it is.
Cool. We're ransacking the lab in that 1 hour. Yeah?
Does this short rest count as out of the freeze?
No, the phase rest is all over these caves. It's the only reason why you can guys see all throughout past the candles and the torches. Yeah. So, thanks for reminding me that exists. Supplement material phase rest. Does anything happen in an hour? An unusual magical entity that draw call phasers pervades much of down the dark. I keep forgetting to make you guys roll d20 every time you cast spells. Wild magic
To
is
be
a thing.
honest,
Yeah.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
think we cast spells except Shusha.
I have.
I was wondering if this
Oh,
phase
I
was
was-
different from the other one. That
No.
we ran
You want me?
into.
You want me to roll for the
What?
healing?
Well, we've cast spells, but not on a roll of a 1, though.
Yeah. You just roll d20, and then whenever you cast any spell, cantrip or otherwise, and then on a natural one,
Gotcha.
you roll on a
want me
magic
to-
surge.
Do you want me to roll for the cure wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just happened. An
Okay.
8.
Cool. Not natural one, so while it does spark a little, triggering the phase risk, the spell does not trigger a wild magic surge. No fireball on the location itself. Ransacking the lab in that 1 hour, whoever wants to do it, that's part of your light activities. I'm gonna say there's 2 herbalism kits, 1 poisoner's kit if you need it, and 10 healer's kits, which have 10 charges each. So Brooke, eat your heart out. Other than that,
will-
because
I only have heal myself powers. I have quickened healing, which only.
okay,
helps
you can still
me.
use it.
I don't have healing.
Other than that, you guys did pretty much peruse through this entire place in that half an hour you guys did. The chests are unlocked. You guys found those 3 pieces of rock that fit together that read in a strange language that, like, rail tracing over it, you hear a sound in your heads.
Oh, this is the crafty thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna say you guys found a holding case for a religious relic that you, Dominic, being a religious person yourself, recognized the outline of the holy symbol that was once held in this container to be the same holy symbol of Loudguer that you are wearing as a pin. This holy symbol was held here, and from the trace, the not powdery, but just like the sort of like keeping a copper jewelry in one place for a long time, it leaves a mark behind. You can tell that the metal that this holy symbol was made from, it was made from a very precious metal known as mithril. Very distinct color that is very easily recognizable, very silvery green. That has been misplaced. You find it nowhere in this lab. It has been held here for some time and has been given away or lost, or you're not sure. So that's a small little detail. Other than that, that note you guys found with ink blots on it, and a whole bunch of corpses. Not much else in this laboratory. That serves as a workstation to creating poisons and medicine. You saw
Was
some.
there anything? Sorry.
I'm just gonna say you saw a garden of reagents down the hall where a bunch of fungi grew. So that's probably where they get all the alchemical reagents, where they fertilize it.
Was there anything else besides pipes in the room that Glabagoo came out of?
Yeah, like a ladder leading up, and a pipe that Glabagul tells you leads to the docks of Grekelstuch. Like by the market.
So we have traveled far.
Yep, big caves.
Brooke, can I have some of those acid vials
Sure.
and alchemist fires that you got before? How many do you have?
So I have 2 acid vials and I have 3 flasks of alchemist fire. How many do you want?
How many do you want to give me?
Sorry?
How many do you want to give me?
I give you half. So 1 vial of acid, 2 flasks of alchemist fire.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Nick, by the way, I'll fill you in on what Glabagul is exactly after session, if you have questions.
Yeah, that's good.
He's amazing, okay?
Jolly jelly.
Like I said, he's awesome. We even gave him his own dagger.
I'm also going to
Step
take
down.
2 of those healers kits.
Cool, sounds good.
Just noting it.
You do not
And I have
require
a
a
number
wisdom
of
check
charges.
whenever you stabilize a person when you use a healer's kit.
Cool.
If you want to grab them all, you'll have 100 uses. No, is it 100 or? No.
Goddamn.
10
200
10
uses.
charges per complete kit. They were prepared for medicine, yeah, uses.
Yeah. 100 uses. Yeah.
This is like their hospital.
If
in a
someone
way.
goes down 100 times, we got bigger problems.
Powered kill, you don't get a chance.
Yeah, not a chance, but
Glabago just explodes. Oh, you guys, like, I had a funny scene where if Glabago was like fighting the brains with you guys, they would have tried to like get inside his head, but he doesn't have a brain. Anyways, it's fine. I was just like brainstorming funny ha-has.
Brainstorming.
got him.
Brains?
I might just rule the wild magic surge after all, Greg. I almost feel like casting any spell in phasers should just trigger wild magic surge. It's just fun. But whatever.
It is indeed Stroke's beard.
Mm-hmm. But it can also be really bad. Like a TPK bad. Anyways, so you guys get a long rest. Short rest, rather. A long rest if you really want to.
No.
Just remember
I don't
that
think
last
that's a
time
good
you guys slept, long rest by a phasers touched rune or like place, you guys were rolling against madness and Brooke had a bad time.
Good to remember.
Yeah, we don't want to stay down here.
She's hearing voices still.
Yep.
Also, I'm not sure if you should be sleeping, aka becoming incapacitated right next to a still alive intellect devourer. That thing is one action away from killing you, yeah.
I'll put that thing with rope, and if I can gouge him without killing him, I will do that. But
Yeah,
you let me know.
Mark already tied him up, so you can take your rope.
Gouge him?
Okay.
Like gag, you mean?
No, take away his eye. If I can.
You're gonna mutilate my little puppy.
No,
Do they
Fluffy.
have eyes?
He's trying to eat our
Make
brain.
me a medicine check as
Okay.
you move to make your incision.
Oh my god.
With a 20, you can tell it is not an ocular organ. In fact, you, with your medicine knowledge, do not detect any eyes on this creature at all. This creature sees with blind sight. Whatever organ it does have in the middle is used for the devour intellect ability. It's how it feeds.
Okay.
Almost like a mouth. But not. It's an alien creature from the outer spheres. Like, fuck knows what you can call that organ. Like, fucking void in space. Little butthole.
Yeah.
Anyways. But yeah, this thing does not have sight.
Okay. Then no gouging for him. I'll put my couple back in the
Right.
pocket.
Since it's tied up, do we want to forcibly wake it up now and try and questioning it?
Do we have any way of communicating with it besides letting it take over one of our bodies?
Damek recalled what this creature is already with a ground check. Damek, you would know that this creature sees via blind sight because it is a telepathic creature that detects thoughts from a distance away. It sees via minds around it. Thinking creatures, intelligent creatures, it detects them via thought and can also communicate via a similar method.
Yes.
Mind to mind.
And
Yeah.
and by doing that, we can establish a link. Excuse me. We can establish a link between them. But also, with what you found, Brooke, we have that potion that'll help any psychic resistance that it tries to force onto someone. So someone will have to make the link, take the potion.
Who's got
Have
a
a better
high
fighting
intelligence
chance.
save?
I don't know what you mean by that. High intelligence save.
Translate in your
who
mind.
do we think is the smartest among us? Who has the highest intelligence here? She kind of looks at herself and she's like, I'm more of an action person.
You should just sit there cross-eyed in the corner.
She's sure, clearly.
It's fucking bugging out.
Well, I ask anyone, if anyone wants to step up and do it, then feel free. Take this potion, and then we can try to find out more about the Grey Dwarves here. Find out what their operations are like, the Dragon Egg, anything.
I'm decently intelligent.
Then will it be you?
Arts.
Darts,
No,
man.
I think you're right.
I'm hearing music.
Gives Darts the the potion of psychic resistance.
Cool. For the next hour, you have resistance against psychic damage.
Alright, can I try waking up the thing?
You will need to heal it. Otherwise, it will stop. It's been an hour. Yeah, it's been an hour. By the end of the hour, it is bound, squirming. You guys kept an eye on it so it doesn't get out of its binding, so I'm not gonna make it roll any checks. Yeah, it's awake in front of you.
Rub its belly.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Do you want to go for a walk? Can I just like kind of sit in front of it, like cross-legged, and then kind of try and communicate with it telepathically with my brain?
What
obviously.
image, what mental message do you send it?
I send it a kind of like image of just me, like dropping my weapons in. No, like dropping my weapons in front of it to kind of symbolize that like I mean him no harm. So it's just a mental image of me just dropping my gear, kind of deal, putting it to the side, and kind of.
This creature communicates. Yeah, just as a response to that image, this creature communicates in no language that you know because you don't speak deep speech. But through the telepathic link, you get an image back, an understanding of its emotional state, as if to say, weakened, you becoming more weak. The fence is down. It's waiting to strike.
I don't think this thing wants to communicate.
You can continue your interview. I'm just giving you like immediate responses like through this interlink.
I'm just using my like voice to let them know what I'm getting, kind of deal, and then going back to the kind of like mindscape and just communicating. Can I
interject? Really
Oh,
quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to help you. I don't know if it's possible, but because we have all these alchemicals here and all this stuff, it doesn't have a mouth. But can I take one of the tongue of madness that I have and like liquefy it or like make it ingestible?
It's creative. I'll allow it. You make essence of yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'll allow it.
I'll do that.
It's a very sensitive organ of brain, very absorbing, and as you lather him in essence of tongue of truth, it will speak whatever's on its mind, and thoughts come pouring out. As I'll let Greg finish what he was saying before I react.
Yeah. I just wanted to help him.
Sounds good. You just take it off sheet. Yeah.
I'm good now, because I was about to do something too, so now seeing that works out tenfold better.
Greg, do you want to finish your idea?
No. The idea was to do something along that line, but it's working. So yeah, no, I'll let the truth images.
Still need to rule something against its effect, just for the sake of fairness. But I'm pretty sure this creature is gonna fail it. Exotic fungi. Tongue of Madness. Tongue of Madness is an edible fungus, whatever, that looks somewhat like a large human tongue, a creature that absorbs it. Must succeed on DC 12 Constitution saving throw. I'll rule it just because, for the sake of fairness, because I will only subject you to an automatic fail.
Oh no.
It will have some restraint. Okay. It's a good attempt, though. I liked it to the point where I'm going to give Nick's character inspiration for the idea. I really like the changing up items I give idea. It's still a strong mental creature, so we'll have some restraint. Nonetheless, one thought does slip out before it manages to resist. Through the interconnected link, you feel mentally numbed for a moment, and all you can do is watch as a squirming brain on legs creeps closer in its bindings. It lunges towards you, and in that moment there's a bright flash of blinding light, and all you can hear is a deafening ringing in your ears. It's as if you can feel its mass squirming within your skull, meaning to devour its contents. But you shake off the feeling. A moment later, you come to your senses. it has projected this image into your mind, a brief vision of an alien-looking black obelisk, and your vision panned down beneath the ground to a grand structure, purple sheen to its walls, round corners, alien curves, some sort of a vessel beneath the ground, stuck beneath the ground, with only this obelisk, this antenna, projecting forth a signal, a cry for help. In a flash, the obelisk shatters into pieces. Space weirdly bends around the obelisk, sending the various shards blinking out of, like, space, teleporting away from it in that explosion, and then all settles down. And the creature speaks a couple words into your minds. Find Cyrog. Save Cyrog. Like hundreds of others crying out for help.
Am I the only one that's experiencing this, or did they? Like,
It's a
blast
one-way
everyone
telepathic
with it?
link, but you can feel free to verbatim tell your party this, of course.
Okay, yeah, and be like, that's a trip and a half. Something about an obelisk is what is Cyrog? Can I ask him that? Like, kind of like question, like, how would I do that?
An
Does it
image
understand
from
my words?
it
or-
understands your thoughts, and as you think that, what is Cyrog? An image flashes into your mind. You see a circular pool of pink, yellow liquid, intermixed colors, like oil upon water, and swimming within it is a large, humongous, gargantuan brain, gray, dead, floating in that liquid. Dead.
I'm sorry, what's floating in the liquid?
A gargantuan brain in like a bunch of yellow
okay.
pink brine
Mhm.
with black tendrils coming out of the pool. But the brain is not squirming or pulsating or anything, it's just floating there, dead. Shadows move at the edges of the pool, but then the thoughts sort of shimmers in the fog.
Was this pool near the obelisk that got destroyed?
No, an entirely other alien
Okay.
place.
Oh,
Same purple sheen to the walls, mucousy, slimy sort of substance. It is as if you're viewing the scene in a chamber from within a cranium. It's like you're within a skull, looking at the inside mushy walls. It makes your stomach turn a few times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, walls of flesh.
So the place of the obelisk, is it inside Cyrog? Can I ask the thing that?
Cyrog is us. It simply says. All of us.
It is Cyrog. Okay. Can I ask it, are you willing to help us if our goals align to help you, would you help us?
Save us, and we spare you.
That sounds evil as fuck.
I'm kind of like, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say.
Just
Go ahead.
trying to make
Oh, I
friends
was
with
kind of.
Sorry to just get the information we need.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can try to also see if where the dragon egg is at too, if he knows, and who his master is.
Okay, so the next question I'll ask, I'll kind of send an image of a dragon egg from, like, what memory depicts. I'm not too sure if I've seen a dragon egg in my time.
Make me an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah. Intelligence. Oof, 9.
You take 10 psychic damage, which doesn't matter because your character's about to leave us, but hopefully you don't die to this process. You take 10 psychic damage as you look through the eyes of another entity. You not you, Darts, but this new entity, through his eyes, you are floating maybe 40 feet off a rocky ground, a familiar rocky ground, same rocky ground of this cave with those weird whirlstone swirls to them. You are floating within a chamber with tiered pyramid, almost like a Mexican pyramid-like shape in the middle. There's the obelisk, shattered. Past it, ledges of rock in the darkness and something red gleaming. A creature, one of these Daru, these little minute dwarves, cackles to herself as she lifts the egg off this pedestal and carries it toward the obelisk. The last thing you note is that your view this entire time is being seen through a singular ocular eye. You are like, your depth of vision is skewed, and at the edge of this vision, this tunnel vision, like a fly, you see there are 10 other orbs of vision, and like a chameleon, they swivel about, looking all over the place, granting you vision from all angles. And then the eye closes and your vision sort of clasps close. And a singular word is uttered at the end of this. Witness.
Witness. Okay.
You get a sense that the egg is within the tunnel still, somewhere here.
Okay. And then the other question they want me to ask, who's your master?
I should clarify, not Cyro. It sounded like the dwarven guy was responding to someone who was dwarven-ish.
Well, they say Cyrog's us, so that's like the Hive-Mind kind of deal, so...
Yeah.
At the moment, yeah.
What is your intent? Because your words might not be what you're thinking. What are you trying to really ask it? Who does it directly answer to? This dwarf? This mind that was?
Yes.
You feel your own tongue curl inwards into your own throat, and a gurgling sound is being uttered through your own mouth. A disgusting, choking sound. Your character chokes out the name Qualox. Spelled like this, but God, you try to pronounce it. It is an alien, scratching, choking sound that is not of this world.
Yeah. And I like clear my throat after that. It's like, oh, I need a drink.
It has, I'm gonna say this for the sake of not having a telepathic conversation, because you failed the intelligence saving, it has begun puppeting you to speak on its behalf. The more you linger in the psychic connection, the more it's getting inside your head.
Shit. One last question, guys. Anyone wants me to ask one more question, and then I'm killing this thing.
I mean, what are they doing here?
Alright, what are you
Say,
doing
what is their
here?
overall goal?
Like,
He's
it's probably to
just gonna
say Cyro, yeah.
Well, what do you ask it?
Well,
I
I
need
mean,
to know what I'm answering.
Yeah.
Who's asking it, and what are you asking it? I love it how Isabel is just standing 30 feet away. Ask it who his master is.
Tell them, Glava Google, I say too.
She's like, I think I'm heading back here.
I'm in the theater of the mind. I'm next to all of you, okay? Just let me put the tokens next to you guys. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of...
What was the other question or quest that we needed to know? Is like, where exactly do they get the Grey Dwarves get their supply, or who they're getting it from?
Where was Droki getting his jewels and surface money from? But that's not like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not.
You guys need to say what you're asking this thing, because you keep like choosing a question and backing out of it.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, we're looking for the Grey Savants and the egg. Black Skull wants to see signs of corruption, and I think she is the one who wants us to capture Droki, because he seems to be involved with that corruption. And Isa wants us to find how the Dero are getting gold from the surface, or gems from the surface here. Those are like the 3 main quests involving Droki.
Isabel, make me intelligence saving throw, please.
Sure.
The puppeteer's gaze shifts upon Isabel as it squirms, its brain bubbling out. You receive 10 psychic damage as the image flashes before you. A black, shattered obelisk. This is a present image, the same swirly flow around it, these caves. You are viewing this memory, this mind, from the brain of another, from the view of a short female Daru, who cackles to herself as she gently just rubs the surface off the obelisk. You can feel the cold metal texture beneath your fingers as whispers course through your brain as she caresses the braille-like writing upon the obelisk. The obelisk emits a single chime and flash of light. Space around it gets bent a little bit, almost shifting the view to warp, as if you're looking at something underwater. It made a water ripple, and out of thin air, a single coin falls, and she catches it. Giggling to herself, you look. The coin is. Make me a history check.
Sure. You're killing me with these checks in this moment. Next session will be easier. 2.
You cannot tell what vintage the coin is because you do not recognize it. It is from a faraway land written in some elvish language. It is from nowhere near here. We're talking perhaps even half a continent away. And it has arrived here via the obelisk. A blink and you're back to Isabel's point of view.
So
I'll share that with the group.
Okay. So kind of regaining my sentence, sentience.
Agency, yeah.
Control, yeah. I'm gonna slowly stand up and cast Cause Fear on it.
That's gonna be initiative. Okay.
No, well, it's for flavor kind of deal, and I'm gonna send it images of being under the thumb of my father for years before just pulling the trigger and attacking it.
Roll initiative, just you.
Okay.
I roll a wisdom save. Because... Cool. It fails if its initiative is lower than his. This is not a surprise because it's in his head. Normal initiative. This is Shusharm ruling. What the fuck? I clicked on its token and it opened Shusharm. What? It's in my head. You rolled 7. It rolled. It's in your head. You can see your attacks coming. It's gonna attempt a Devour Intellect attack on you. As its first thing, can you roll me a DC 12 intelligence saving throw?
Yep.
Cool. You managed to resist that. Your spell takes effect, it goes frightened, and you pull the trigger, and you deal probably more than 3 HP. And splatters brains all over the wall.
Yeah. Almost max damage.
The last thing you hear is a loud screech in your fucking in your fucking head, resound as you just splatter it. There's nothing left of it. Jesus, says Jim Jar. Fuck.
I think we got our answers.
I guess if we do now, I had questions, but I guess nobody asks me.
Yeah, I think Black Skull will want 1 alive. Like the city needs 1 alive, you know.
Well, it seems like we need to find the obelisk.
Oh my god. My puppies. Just shot them.
Your puppies are scary as fuck.
He tried to puppet me. I take that personally.
And I took that personally.
Search.
Dart said we had enough pets. Put it down.
Mechanical bat lights on my shoulder.
Nick, are you muted by chance? You've been hella quiet.
No, I was about to say, adding What am I trying to say? With everything we have on our plate now, and then with what you're describing in these images, it's only getting larger by the minute. I feel like this is almost too much. We have demons, this dragon coup that we have to handle, and now something even larger. You said you came across an intellect, or no, excuse me, fuck, what's their names?
Beholders.
But no, not a beholder.
Elephant?
Lilith?
Hmm?
Lilith, yeah.
Illithid?
Yeah, an illithid, right?
Mind Flayer, yeah.
Yeah.
He claimed to be a part of the society, whatever that was. I don't remember what.
Society of Brilliance.
He claimed to live in a society.
Society of Brilliant.
Live in a society, man.
He lived in the society. Nah. He claimed
Girls kiss girls.
to be a part of the Society of Brilliance. I don't think he's related to these intellect devourers. I'm debating whether or not these intellect devourers are related to the demons either. I don't think so, but maybe. One is using the other.
Wow, says Jim Jar. It's almost like we could have asked the living, breathing brain that question and got an answer. But you just... Man!
I know, Ginger, I know.
Well, he didn't happen to
I'm
give you a
sh-
calling card by chance, did he?
Jim just
illithid?
points to the remnants of brain splattered all over. Oh, you mean like the yeah,
The
sorry.
illithid.
The illithid.
I'm sure we can find more of them. And maybe those Dwegar corpses have information? Who knows?
I don't exactly want to stumble upon more illithids and stuff of their kind.
Eric has a point. We have the crystal. We can talk to the brains via the crystal.
Let me check if that's true.
Speak with dead? Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, a corpse of my choice.
Oh,
Yeah, we can do it. I
Looks on-
thought it was a humanoid, but now I remember I talked with a mammoth.
I thought it was humanoid also. That's why I was suggesting talking to the dead Dwegar and thinking maybe they have information. But if it's just any corpse, we could do it on the brains as well.
Okay.
Like brains, we might have killed you twice, but we want more.
pan over to Darts, so already like putting bullets in all the rest of the brains on the floor.
We are not done with you.
Just piles them up, sets them on fire. Huh? Alright, guys. It is 9 o'clock. Bedtime for some of you. I enjoyed the session. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
What do
Yes,
we
we
want to
did.
say? We long rest here in the laboratory? Or do you guys want to,
No.
like... Yeah, okay.
Short rest. But before we end, can we take a look on here? Just to
No
get
level
ready
up for
for
you,
the next
Tim.
session?
What do you mean?
No level ups. We hate leveling up.
What'd you ask me?
Can we take a look what is here? Like in this... like over
Glabagul
this
told you
stairs?
that those set of stairs, and you can take a look at yourself, climbing up that set of ladder. It leads to a hatch, which leads to the sewers, which pass below Grakelstuch, eventually all leading to the docks and the Dark Lake, pouring into it.
Okay. Okay.
If you would recall, Droki sort of was stuffing around that area. And if what Glabagul told you tracks, that, he encountered Glabagul and turn around, he just came out of those sewers and sought another path into here, which led you
Okay.
on this whole rabbit chase.
Okay.
Yeah.
we have
for
a-
future sessions.
Hmm?
The Grey Ghosts, they're not undead, right?
Dude,
No.
they had
I thought maybe they might be
aberrations
like
in their
zombie
brain
puppets.
puppeting them. They're not undead. They're puppets.
Okay.
I mean, the Grey Ghost, the three you encountered.
Before we finish up, can we just do one last investigation of this room? Figure out what's in here.
I think we found everything we can.
Do you guys want to do that?
In the big mushroom room?
Yeah.
I'm good with time, so yeah, for me, yes. But
Oh.
I understand that.
If everybody is okay with that, I can scroll up and see what you guys find in there, because you guys have all the time in the world now. Well, I shouldn't say that. I should make a rule, but I'll do that next session. Things do pass through here. Anyway, Demogorgon shows up. Session 14, are we? Back here. This is area number 7. There's the fungi pit, which contains also a bunch of fungi. You can see barrel stalk, blue caps, nilhogs noses, sheets of ripple bark, timask storch stalks, chirlomax, bigwigs, pygmy worts, mushrooms of all different kinds. Is anybody proficient with Poisoner's Kit, by the way?
No.
Not for me now, just herbalism.
Cool. Herbalism, you can make a mere herbalism check if you wish to go through the garden real quick. There's a sprinkler tank that is now empty of fertilizer because it sprayed it all onto you guys. There are crates of Zerkwood stacked about 5 feet high. Most of the crates are empty, but from what you can find, 4 of them contain harvested edible fungi. Each crate contains about, you estimate, 50 pounds of food, the equivalent of like 20 days of rations. And, can be sold in Gregelstoke if you wish. If you don't want to use it. But that's a lot of food. Aside from that, what do we have there for your ruled Nick for herbalism kit? Or you don't want to do that?
No, I can do it. But what is it? Does it use my wisdom, or what would that fall under?
That's the intelligence, because this is like you recalling herbs and plants and stuff. You just taking gather this glorious garden and trying to. You can tell the minimum with herbalism. There's nothing special about this garden, but you do detect a few poisonous mushrooms that will be able to, with the laboratory nearby, distill 2 doses of assassin's poison.
Oh.
Can be applied onto ammunition or bladed weapons and stuff to apply an extra kick to creatures capable of being poisoned.
I have to look that up, but I will add that in.
Sounds good. I'm just sitting here wondering why Eric needs to know if they're undead or not. Because Lorian has a way of asking questions without actually like telling me why he's asking them. So it's like...
The sword does extra damage to undead creatures. And I was thinking, since the Dwegar are technically like not alive, they're just like puppets being used by these brain things. I was wondering if they were undead.
Technically aberrations, but I can see your point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kirk checks out the giant telescope.
It's a fertilizer pipe. I didn't have assets for a fertilizer pipe. I'm sorry. So it's this.
Oh.
Also, why would I put a giant telescope in a domed 50-foot high
I was
closed?
wondering
That's what I was wondering.
That's making even more curious, okay?
You
I
know
was like,
what?
dude, are they trying to like zoom in
You
on
know
the
what?
petals or
It
something?
is a telescope. For whatever reason, this contraption looks at the ceiling and it mimics a night sky that the Dwegar never seen before. So it's a mimicry of that.
It's like one of
Flavor.
those like plastic things that you hold up to your eyes and you do the click, 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 and it has all the images going through it. I used to remember playing with those as children. They're usually like red.
I thought it was like one of those electronic microscopes from like biology class, and you just like really want to get close up and extract some stuff. And
You know what? Sure, it's actually tilted downwards toward the fungi thicket, and as you inspected it, inspects for the health of the various fungal growth here by inspecting them real close.
Nice. Thank you, DM.
Yeah, and as you point out to one of the mushrooms, that sort of looks like a moon surface, you see a little man waving back at you.
Oh. Do you have the I can't find assassin's poison in the compendium. Am I missing it?
If it's in our what do I want to say? If it's in our journal, then it's not showing up in the compendium because that would be a duplicate. But assassin's poison is assassin's blood poison. Here you go.
Oh.
It's this.
Okay, I got it.
You guys remember that liquid from Call of Netherdeep, where if you look through it, you could see Rudius's moon? I thought maybe the telescope would be something similar to that.
Honestly, it's just I don't know, dude.
It's a telescope.
I needed a tube-like
Zooms in on the
contraption
dirt.
for fertilizing
It
my
zooms
plants.
in on the dirt.
And poor Shushar has intelligence 1 forever. He is literally 1 failed save away from dying to those devours. With intelligence 1.
Poor
Yeah.
Shushar, indeed. Somebody should have controlled him, you know? When we went into the alchemist room, I was controlling both Eric and Jimjar and brought them both in there. So Jimjar was safe from those guys.
I like how he just puts this all on everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, it's your guys' fault. You didn't control him.
I'm just saying, it could have. But he could have been safe.
He's
Not
got
really
a
anyone's fault.
short rest, roll hit dice to recover full HP. So there's that. There's a little passage over yonder, by the way, just so you guys know, over to the one of those tight passages that requires you to shrink down, but that does exist there.
Are there more of those shrink down mushrooms in this garden?
Yeah.
There
I'll
was
just
also a
put it in
passage
chat.
that we walked past to get here. We could backtrack there.
Heat metal.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we can.
Ivan, why are you
discuss
leveling
it,
up? We
'cause-
didn't level up yet.
Yeah, why are you leveling up?
I'm looking the future, okay, guys?
He's cheating. Get him,
I'm
boys.
cheating.
All right, cool. So 9:20. I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
sometime while you guys are investigating around, Greg, your character's music box starts playing a familiar tune.
Oh shit.
Does it
Oh
sound good?
shit. Oh shit, Dad's calling.
Oh fuck! I shouldn't have had that mental image of him.
So, like, you know, it begins to play a tune almost in echoing reverse, and the mist begin pouring out of the music box. Daddy's calling you home.
Oh fuck!
In a
Quick,
way.
drop all your shit. Give it to us.
Yeah. Give me the pyramid, man. Like, I want the pyramid, okay?
From the
Yep,
way
okay,
that
so-
the mist talisman operates, you know, you have mere minutes before you will simply vanish once more into the ether and back into the nightmare. What do you wish to say to your party?
Yeah.
Wait, but he can nuke Strahd.
Oh wait, he could.
Oh, fuck. No, I don't
to
care
a
about
future
Barovia,
adventure.
okay?
Take this
party.
sword! Take this bomb! Help them!
Take this stuff.
Find Ezekiel! He'll know what to do.
You find it. So I'm gonna drop all my stuff. So if people want like a potion of greater healing, the compass, the pearl, the onyx, the vials of acid, the bottle of alchemist fire, I kind of place it on the ground and be like, I'm sorry that I have to do this. It's
I have to
the
take
end
this
of my-
call.
Yeah, it seems like it's the end of my journey with you. I appreciate the kindness you showed me when you found out what I was. Dominic, although it was very brief, our companionship, I hope that you help these fellow companions and get them out of here. I'm sorry I have to leave.
And with a fist over his chest, a small bow of respect. You have proven yourself to be different than among the rest of your kin. I had a glancing eye for it, but I wasn't going to press the issue more than what we were already up to our necks in these problems. But you've shown yourself to be a distinguished gentleman, and it was an eye-opening experience to serve with someone like your kind. And you have my word. I will do my best.
Brooke just kind of runs forward and tries to get in like a super quick hug, just be like, "We're gonna miss you," and then she just like runs back and like stands behind Isabel, like trying not to cry.
Wow, it's really happening. Just like I foresaw it when we first entered here. He's really turning into mist. Maybe I am losing my mind, says Jim Jar.
Hey Jim Jar, want to make a bet?
Yeah, buddy?
we'll see each other again. And I kind of like, I flick him a gold piece.
Oh, that's brutal, man. That's fucking brutal. Oh, my heart.
I'll be
Ginger
seeing you
just
soon,
like
boy.
goes on his knees. Can we get much higher? Fucking so high. Fuck, Christ. That's brutal, man. Yeah, buddy. Anything to say, Eric?
Darts. And all this time that you were journeying with us, although you kept your secret for some time, you never bit any of us. You were no less of a companion to everyone else, even a friend. We're gonna miss you. I hope whatever is plaguing you, that you'll be able to earn your own freedom.
I sure
Wait.
hope so.
Darts is sick, says Shushar.
No, it's a completely different thing, Shusha.
Has he got the ligma?
Called daddy issues.
Yeah.
Ginger, I'm seeing things again. And with that, with your final goodbye said to your companion, we say goodbye. Man, you really hit me in the heart with that one. Fucking toss his coin to him, like immediately lose his bet. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I thought you'd like that.
And we're gonna close off session with that sad note. Thank you for playing.
Bye, Rainbow Beer.
Rainbow Beard. That is my pirate name now.
I mean, I don't know who is lucky, him or us in here, okay? No, I know, us, okay? Like, fuck Barovia.
He's just moving from prison to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of pan into the fire. Explain, Greg.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta leave. It's
You
other
leave, but it
things conflicted, sadly.
It was fun, buddy.
Alright.
Hi, Greg.
Have a good night, everyone.
Fun having you.
Take care.
Peace.
Bye, Greg.
Good night.
All right, Nick. Do you have any questions lingering of this session? Still catching up with us, or did you wanna?
I did have to touch on something. Let me go to my notes here. Could you please describe the religious item that you said was made of mithril or something of mithril?
The same thing that you're wearing is the god, patron god of the Dwegar. Ladguer is his name, or I'm probably mispronouncing it, but it's the patron god of Dwegar. A god of self-reliance and militaristic freedom. Who was immortal at one point of history, led the Dwegar away from illithid slavery, and has been sort of patronized ever since. It's very rare for Dwegar to give away their holy relics because they hold them very dear to their hearts. They don't pray they don't pray on a daily basis, but they do hold their history dear to heart. So this item being given away or lost, it sort of speaks to what's going on here in these caves. What with the Dwegar losing their sanity and agency once more. The item was made from mithril, which is a very precious metal that some armor weapons are made from, but jewelry can be made from as well. It has left a sort of a trace in the holding box, which is why you can tell what metal is made from. Yeah,
Okay.
again, I can tell you without being too coy that because you witnessed this. When you were in the Mesa and you listened to Droki, you heard Droki take a payment for delivering this a lump of rock. You heard it at the table, you heard him receive a shiny, right?
Yes.
That's what they paid him. So, putting two and two together, Droki probably has it. Otherwise,
Did you take
if...
the,
yeah?
I'm sorry. Did you take the religious symbol with you?
Yeah, I haven't.
Great.
Thank you. Well, good night, guys.
Yep.
Okay,
Night,
good
night.
night. Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Everybody in the club.
It was a fun session. I really
Yeah, it was
liked
a good one.
Shuchar almost dying.
You
Like,
can
it
all
put-
thank Ivan for that one, by the way. He's the one who wished for Illithids and stuff. When I asked for
Oh, yeah.
1,000 wishes, he was like, more Illithids. I was like, you got it, buddy.
You got it,
Fuck.
pal.
I didn't see it coming.
Take some psionic blast too.
Yeah. Hey, recharge 6. It's 1 in 6
Yeah, I
chance
know.
for recharging it. I just happened to roll 6. It was funny as fuck. And yeah, you rolled natural 20 against it, so that was just poetic.
Yeah.
All of us saved against it, which was pretty cool.
My only gripe this session, everything else was awesome, is him just shooting the brain during interrogation. I'm like, there was more information I had for you? I was done? You just shot him?
I know. I was like, there were so many questions.
But
So
that gives you
Yeah.
guys the opportunity to use to speak with that spell, which is kind of cool because... but you guys killed him. So how willing are they to speak to
he's
you?
not gonna.
I mean,
Well-
he killed him. Like, if he healed whole grudges, it's to him.
No,
Okay.
no. It's to the party. But, Jimchar, Master of Subterfuge, you tell him what questions you want, he has disguise self.
True.
True.
But the questions, I would ask that the questions are still yours. Don't let my NPCs just play with myself. I hate that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can
But
think
yeah.
of questions this week.
And well, we can kidnap another brain, you know. Like, we saw at least that there are 2 more.
Yeah, I hope I'm not being too vague. I like keeping the mystery alive a little bit and let you guys explore for answers rather than like, you NPC, tell me all the information of this dungeon. But yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
good.
and-
It was very fun.
Yeah, and super cool, and thank you for allowing me to use the Tongue of Madness as like a truth serum to kind of like
Yeah.
have fun with that.
Even though I saved against it, it was still a cool
Yeah.
idea. I have to roll against it because that's just fair. That's just how
Yeah,
I will be
that
used
is.
against you guys. If I ever did. But anyways, yeah. Praise be the obelisk.
And
Okay, so you guys found another obelisk before, or you found another disc before that had like the 4 etching lines on it, where it said
we
Ryo.
found, like, where we find the pyramid, there were like ruins with similar.
So yeah,
Descriptor?
that's completely unrelated to this. Completely different language. They found Netherese ruins. Netherese was they were like a human nation, off the material plane. They were a magocracy that lived 1,700 years ago, and were the bane of their own demise by their hubris. But they were like they had like Loris was their language. It was like a Netherese language, and they had a writing system that's very similar to the one that we have today. That makes sense, like you would be able to read Latin, sort of thing. This language is weird. It's literally, like I posted in the chat, it's just 4 lines, staccatoed, breaks in between, sort of like a music box. That was a pretty cool way of describing it. And when you sort of brailled over them, you heard a voice. Sai Ra. Good.
Dirog.
God, fortunate fate that you found that exact word. Just trying to establish its importance. That way it's not like,
I think
what's
it's cool
Cyrog?
that we're getting use out of.
Hmm?
Sorry, I thought you said.
No,
thought
you
you
said of
said
what?
I was just saying. I think it's cool that we're getting so much use out of this crystal. Talking to corpses, talking to plants, mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
We just need to find animals now.
I prefer campaign MacGuffins, like the Jewel of 3 Prayers, or the Crystal, or other plus-centric devices that are not just epic on like power proportions, but actually are used later in the story for various angles. Like,
Relevant, yeah.
Hagram told you to keep the crystal because I know. I didn't stress it enough when you guys met him because I was tired and I didn't review my notes enough. A, he spoke to you guys like he knew you. B, he was like, I know you guys are gonna use this later on, so do keep it. Like, speaking out of time.
Uh-huh.
But all that aside, and then there's just Nick. There's Glabagool, which is a gelatinous cube the party met when they were in these ruins. that we were talking about, the Netherese ruins, called the Oozing Temple, was what I called it, and I hope the party will call it. Where he explained that because of the rise of demon lords in the abyss, Jublix being one of them, Lord of Slime and Lord of everything that oozes, he was granted sentience, and he chose not to be ravenous toward the party because it didn't attack him, and it showed him a way out. So it was like, if you have me tag along and I can explore the world, that sounds fun. I don't know. So it's just a silly comedy relief.
Yeah.
And very useful
Just
companion.
good vibes all around.
Very useful. Very useful for like blocking corridors and stuff. Fighting other oozes too. Because oozes cannot harm oozes, as it turns out. They have immunity to each other's damage, kind of like werewolves versus werewolves. So it's kind of funny whenever you play them against oozes. But yeah.
What is EP?
Electron pieces?
Does he have 2 electron pieces?
I don't know.
Did he?
Just convert to gold, do me a favor.
Gold standard.
Nobody uses electron pieces in this day and age.
Okay, question. I really hope I'm not just being a fucking idiot. So, we found the 2 little things inside the amulet, like the 2 little, I don't know what you would call those.
Lumps? Of rock?
Yeah, the lump of the rock with the etching on them with the braille, essentially, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So we find those. Rub them, says Psy-Rog. Okay, got it. Then, we talk to the intellect devourer. And he goes like, find Psy-Rog, save Psy-Rog, which, the way it was described, which sounds like that's the big old fucking brain that's just like kind of dead and floating and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Were you saying that those things came from Netherese? Or those were written
I said
in that?
Megan for some reason reached for like a very distant branch of like, is this to do with the temple of the Netherese or something? And I said no, it has absolutely nothing
Okay.
to do with that. It has
Okay, never
absolutely Netherese have nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Okay, because I thought maybe I was putting 2 to 2 together and just being like, oh, well maybe that's Archmage Society on top of all their problems or whatever. Psy-Rog,
No,
too.
it's clearly a
Okay,
language
I'm gonna
written
get that out of my head.
by other beings who can
Yes.
commune telepathically, which, I mean, Nick, your character is smarter than you are because he lives in this world. Can Nick figure out whose language this is?
No.
That can speak via thoughts? When you touch it, it is made from 4 lines? If you can figure out Nick, then your character can figure it out, I say. I can tell you this much, the language is called Qualith. It is not Netherese.
I don't even know what that is.
It's just the name of the language. Just
Yeah.
the name. She was asking if it was like the same runes that we saw on the pyramid, which, if you're still in Roll20, she was talking about the Intuit charge.
Yeah, that's where I got lost. Like, I got confused with when she said that.
Like, this thing does not have the same writing on it. It has magical runes on it, made by mages. Yeah.
To Eric and Nick, Lauren, sorry. I'm gonna reclass Isabel, but I'm doubting. What do you feel? We want more damage or more utility? I guess more life.
The subclass will depend on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're about to say this is subclass.
Yeah, for the subclass.
I mean, we're losing a player, so damage, but
Yeah. Okay.
I'd hate to just, be a party that's just like all about damage, big numbers, like,
Yeah, no. Like, at the moment, like, it will. If I go damage, it will be Battlesmith. So it's pretty similar on how I'm doing it at the moment.
I'm just
Mhm.
wondering, why not just play whatever you want? Like, why do you
I was gonna
want to
say,
play as a
yeah,
character?
whatever you.
There's no meta.
I know,
Mhm.
but like I want the party to survive, so that's it.
The damage would
If I
fit
want
with
the
your
party to die,
backstory
the party
of,
will die anyways.
we can
True.
find
More psionic blast, dude.
Yeah.
More
the Elder
recharges.
Mind. The Elder Mind is undead. It's not dead on. It's undead. The Elder
both
Brain, sorry.
options could kind of fit with your backstory, I guess. Both of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think
I was thinking the
Battlesmith
damage
or-
because of explosions, but it could also be. But the support angle could also be like the experimental stuff that you do.
Okay.
Which is the one where you get the companion or whatever?
Battlesmith.
Okay.
The other one is the artillerist that gives like endless temporary hit points. That's like
Yeah.
and I played it once and it's quite fun. I enjoy it a lot. Mr. Vasquez is a cool dude.
You can make like a little Panzer IV. And he just starts going a little tank mode and shoots everything.
Yeah. Okay.
I think either of those two would fit your character well. Either of those two, I mean, that's fine. If you were just to come out of nowhere and be like, hey, I have a giant suit of armor now, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah, they are
cool. Did this just get FedEx to you overnight? Did Gracklestick have this on back order?
I will say like Dart has it in his things. Like
Just
his
Yeah.
find it in the laboratory. Hey guys, I have a full power suit here from Fallout.
Hey, dude,
They do have scale mail.
wow, it's
here.
my size too. How convenient.
Oh fuck.
They do have
Honestly.
scale mail here you can use. Jim Jar wore it. I mean, not Jim Jar. Sloop the. Sushar. I almost said Sloop.
Every
Sushar.
time you misname him, I just add another dice to how much damage I'm going to deal to him when I finally kill him.
Fuck man, like you were so happy killing Shushar.
I was getting
I was
high
scared.
on just things happening.
Okay, yeah.
I
I'll
was like,
bring
ooh,
some
stakes in combat.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna die, to be honest. Like I
You guys
didn't think
left
we
him
would
without
really-
brain, and now it was like immediate. Like I put a timer on, and I just looked at those 45 minutes. I was like, "That's how long he has. That's the end of my boy." I was like, "If you guys don't mention him in 45 minutes, I'm just gonna have you guys return to him just turning around slowly, just a glazed look in his eyes, and then he just screeches, zombified."
Like, one eye just rolled completely backwards.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
We lost start, but at least we gained Glaba Google.
Imagine if you never opened the door because you were a chicken.
To be honest, inside I thought there were like thousands of them just in the closet for some reason. But then I thought about it, it doesn't make sense they were locking.
And then you open a closet and they're like, "We're gay."
Alright,
I'm gay.
it's 2024.
Any other questions, Nick?
Hold on. I was a fucking idiot and closed my notes. Because I was cleaning them up. Let me look. Da da da.
Ivan is like, "I prefer swarms of spiders over this."
Yeah. The spiders are overrated at this point.
Well, we know there's a lot of eyes looking at this dragon egg. And there's one Darrow in there. Like, petting it.
I thought the multiple eye things were like multiple castings of scrying. Was that not what was being implied?
You're looking this creature. I implied that this creature is sending your view through the eyes of another creature, connected to it via Hive-Mind. Be it the
are
Darrow
low.
or whatever creature was looking through one central eye and then 10 surrounding it.
Fuck, guys, do you imagine that all the Devers are mad because they are part of the Hive-Mind?
Yeah, probably. They're super weak. They're very feeble-minded creatures. Very susceptible.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
sound
feel
like happy,
I don't know.
happy friend, like whatever it's
I
called.
don't know.
I just want
don't
my
know.
cheese. Very susceptible.
Do you guys know any creatures that only have one eye? Oh fuck! Wait.
Cyclops.
Laurie just going through his monster manual.
I was thinking
Bro,
like
just
the
look
only
at the
one-eyed
cover.
creature I
Like-
know is a cyclops. Like, and then I remember, and then as I'm asking the question, I was like,
Oh!
oh fuck, beholders.
Beholders, nice. I love beholders. I think they're fun.
Yeah. You guys already fought one. We're fine.
Maybe we should long rest.
No, not down here. It's awful.
You're rolling
Let's
against
get mad.
Fezr's Madness, and you're rolling against a surprise encounter at the end of it.
Air cancer.
That's the risk
Oh,
you're taking.
fuck.
Because
No,
you didn't
progress.
you didn't barricade. You just left all the doors open. So it's like, you know, time passes, things
Can we
pass through
avoid
here.
Can we avoid the air cancer while we're down here?
It's the sickness of the mind, you know.
Technically, yes, but it's staying here is worse. You won't die from.
Yeah.
You won't develop an immunity to it either. By the way, the whole point is exposure develops immunity. But yeah, you avoid Grakulung. You rule against losing your mind, which is far worse.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, guys, have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. I shall go to work. I hate it.
Okay.
I'm just waiting to see if Nick has any other questions, so I know I can turn my seat back on.
It says, I don't need your poison anymore. I'll deal with Dre, blank, myself.
I'm gonna say that's something that you, Nick, will not solve because you don't have knowledge, but the party does.
Oh, okay.
It's just that nobody
Hey,
spoke
Florian,
up. Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
fix it.
That's something that Laurie has to look
Uh,
through his notes and like compare like notes to the letter.
Okay.
Dre is
I'll
probably
leave that for you
Dragon,
guys.
but I don't know. The only connection I could make was Dre is probably Dragon, but I don't know what Dragon would have anything to do with these people.
Well, I mean,
Unless Dragon's
read
working with
the letter
Riddles.
again, and you'll get exactly the answer to your question. It's not what Dragon has to do with these people; it's what these people have to do with Dragon.
I have in my notes, this is from last session, but in my notes, all I have written down is Shard of the Obelisk to Plinky, gnomish name, stay on guard.
Dwarvish, for sure. She's Darrow. Yeah,
I said gnomish, but
yeah. I said
someone
Dwarvish.
said it was a gnomish. Well, someone said gnomish.
Because they keep comparing
Maybe I
Darrow,
sounds like
Darrow to gnomes, but there's deep gnomes and there's Darrow. Darrow were
Yeah.
dwarves. They are dwarves. It's just the only thing separating them from Dwagar is that Dwagar had a god lead them to freedom, and they they got better. Darrow
Yeah, they got better.
Darrow did not get better. Darrow
Yeah, they
had
suck.
lingering madness from their days as slaves to Illhids. Which,
Right.
like you
I got
said
that.
yourself, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out Shard of Obelisk to Plinky. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
You're staring at
Given
it. You have
enough
three
time.
pieces of it.
Yeah, we have 3 pieces of the shard. I'm saying like to Plinky.
That's what
Who the fuck is Plinky?
that's what the alchemist guy, which you recognize by his voice because you fought him, said to his boys in the voices you heard. He was like, "I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna bring these recently collected shards to this Plinky individual."
Okay. Now that makes sense now. I was looking at this, I was like, what the fuck?
All I have written in my notes is
Oh,
"sexy
wait.
goblin."
Sexy goblin, question mark? Big Chungus?
Oh wait, is the Gore guard to Car? In that, I guess you can't tell me.
It's not out of the question. I'll ask you this: if it
In
is,
my-
what more can you deduce from this? Keep the thought going. If it makes sense in your head, then you figure it out. Either way, you guys are here to collect evidence of corruption and whatnot. Anything you bring
Yeah.
to Black Skull will be in your favor, right?
Yeah.
Dwagar don't
Have-
use poison. Like, they don't assassinate behind backs. They are knights of honor. They're not liars, backstabbers. This is why the Grey Ghosts are exiled and shunned. because they're backstabbers. Pretty much anything that a drow would do, backstab, betray, work for station and power, Duergar oppose. They're like polar opposite. Both sides are evil.
Yeah.
They're just two different kinds of brands of evil.
Yeah. Campfire time. I have a section of it. Discuss darts being a dampier. Well, I'm gonna delete that one.
Sure, just never finding out he was Dampier. Wait, he's sick? Oh, what did he buy
It's
us?
back.
What are you guys talking about? What intelligence, fish boy? I don't even know how to roleplay him. I don't want him to be like, duh. But like, like if you ever like make him like whatever he was proficient before, he is not anymore. Like he cannot do religion checks anymore. Like, good God.
Would a greater restoration work?
Might try it. Do you have access to it?
Eventually I will. Oh wait, that's a 5th level. Holy, that's gonna be a long time, bud.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time. I'll tell you this much: Greater Restoration does restore lost scores. So does resting for a week. According to Xanathar's rules, there's a little mechanic where if you rest for a week, then you get to restore any lost scores. Like,
okay, makes sense.
strength and
But yeah,
stuff.
this does it. Any reduction to one of the target's ability scores. Yeah, but that's not gonna happen for a while. Sorry, bud. You're gonna have to take a fucking week-long nap.
Intelligence devourers are serious. They're very consequentious.
Yeah.
Welcome to the horrors of the abyss. May manifest. My guy, dude.
Yeah.
He has -5 to his religion checks.
Wow.
-5 to any intelligence check, really.
Wow.
I'll heal you. Stabs him. Kills him. -5 medicine check.
You can turn your shit back on. Don't bother me.
I'm just waiting for you to ask any other questions so I can stop recording. I would like getting everything on record.
Oh, no, I think I'm good for now.
Alright.
That was on my notes.
Bye, YouTube.
We had a lot of combat this session, so...
A fair amount for dungeon delving, I would say. Mind you, you made combat.
Yeah.
You bashed the door in. You could have made it a social encounter, right? You can talk to these brains, you can talk to these Duergar. If you ever, like Baldur's Gate, if you ever walk into a situation and you make yourself allied with the aims of this individual, it doesn't have to be war. You just chose to bash your door in, and these are bad guys. FBI open up, bash their faces in, right? Obviously, they are hostile back. But as you saw with a brain, as soon as you start to engage it, it has wants, it has needs, it's here for a reason. You try and help it, it won't harm you, or at least it promises so, right?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna shoot it. I think Greg did something rash because he's leaving. He didn't realize something. You're talking to Hive-Mind. Whatever you do to one, you do to all of them.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a stinging diplomacy later, but hey, you make your bed, you rest in it. So whatever, if you ever feel like too many common encounters, these are not just like wild animals, these are people, more or less. You can always turn it into a social encounter or avoid it altogether with stealth if you don't feel like doing anything at all. But yeah, this place is risky. It's so fucking big. I think we're gonna spend like good 4 to 6 sessions in this place.
In this cavern or in Gracklestone?
In this cavern.
Oh, damn.
Well, depending on your pace and what you guys decide to do, you guys have to focus up on what your goal is, right? But this place is huge. If you take time to backtrack it and explore of it, yeah, it's gonna be like 5 sessions total. I would say with this party space. I thought you guys are gonna do 2.5 rooms. Lo and behold, you only did 1. Largely because halfway through combat, you guys were like, "We're running, we're staying, we're running." You can decide, so that ate like half an hour, right? So that's where I'm putting my math into all this. At that point, I just kind of ruled you guys out of initiative. Like, you guys decide what you want to do, and then I'll roll you back in initiative if need to be. And I was like, yeah, it was a lot of combat. I'll let them explore a little bit. I can always trap them in the room because it's a dead end.
Yeah.
Not really. But, not really a dead end, that is.
Okay. I think I'm good on my notes.
Cool.